hi there. I didn't see you come in. I was too busy stroking my 2023 live stream fundraising award from Extra Life. Mwah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk here on Dork Tales. I am broadcasting live from Kansas City right now, where I was just in attendance to pick up this award that we just won. So I thought I would take a second and show all of you here. This is our Extra Life Award. Congo Rats indeed. King Kong Rats. We won. So thank you everybody for bringing us together and for helping us win this. And best of luck to us in the future. It's a cute little award. I'm gonna have it on my shelf. It's gonna be good. Boop. All right. Hi everybody. I am your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him, and I'm very excited to be here. We haven't really run this week very much in pretty much anything because I've been down in Kansas City and I've been super jet lagged, and my family keeps dragging me out to Midwestern restaurants. And if anybody has ever eaten food in the Midwest, I've been living on the West Coast for like 20 years, and I get real tired eating this kind of food. I've been exhausted. So I am very excited to be hopping back into Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We are going to be hopping into game in just a second, but I can't do it alone. I can't do anything alone. I can't do it without my fantastic players here. So why don't we meet them? Let's start with Christine.
Well, I just realized that we hadn't done sound check because my mic was way over to the side. I was like, wait, that's not supposed to be over there. That should be over here.
Wait a minute.
But hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I'm playing Lady Ellasandra Celeste Martine Baraquel, our ASMR Paladin Oath of the Watchers. There's far too many characters I have that all are different and thus have to have a completely different intro. Yeah. I want to smush them all together.
Well, we've been working on your new character for a new game, so we'll see how well that intro goes. It's going to be fantastic. All right, next to you, we have the small but mighty Caitlan.
Hello, I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Anthea Briarfoot, the halfling artificer alchemist of the group, and eventually her homunculus servant, Squish, again.
Fantastic.
He's just taking a long nap.
He's just taking a long nap. He's taking a long rest. The palest of the pale, it's Amy. Amy, who doesn't go outside during the summer, or at least lyric.
I was actually outside this weekend at a friend's wedding at the beach in the sun. I have a tan line. You honestly cannot tell if I'm not showing that specific spot that has the line because I'm still that pale. Anyway. I don't know if anyone remembers that the beacons are lit meme that someone did, that one cartoon. Yep. It's fantastic. That's me in a nutshell. But hi, I'm Amy. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, and I'm playing Lyric, the tiefling bard, sorcerer, barterer. Mostly bard.
You just like to barter.
Honestly,
it is what
Lyric does. Yeah,
that's fair. All right, next to you, we have the greatest costumed character in the history of Dork Tales. It is Christa.
Hello, I'm using my credit from having really good costumes in the past to just, this is going to be me for the foreseeable future. Thank you, Kelly, for the design. Hopefully everyone appreciates the ridiculousness of it.
Should I put that on the merch store?
I think so. I think everyone just needs a Carmilla costume. Please feel free. We can all be Carmilla. I'm Christa. I use she, there, her, them pronouns. I am immensely sweaty from running up a set of stairs because, for those of you that don't know, my car died while I am visiting Vancouver Island. And so I had been kind of looking at getting a new car anyway, so I kind of was stuck with that decision, but luckily I was able to sell my old broken down car and have been running up and down the stairs settling that. So thank you everyone for your patience. But I play Carmilla Alizarin, our Dampier Battlemaster fighter.
Damn, Peter Daniel. All right. And also in his best half crow cosplay, it's Chris.
You know, I do love me some Brandon Lee, and I'm sure there's nothing else that's going to come out of that at ever. And I think the franchise is done, so
I think the
I'm not going to worry about it too much. Hi, I am Chris. I use he or they pronouns, and today I'm playing Sindri, our half elven Waithy Son of Dragon monk, who uses he or him pronouns. So happy Monday, we're back at it again. and my makeup makes me feel like I'm actually insane. So if you catch me like looking into the camera, I'm like, is this crazy? Like, sorry, not pejoratively, but like this makes me feel like I'm insane.
This makes you feel like you are unhinged.
Yes.
You know what else is unhinged? Anybody who doesn't shop at Bookwyrm Games. What a beautiful segue, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. I would like to invite you all to head to our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games, right now and save 15% by using code DorkTales. Bookwyrm Games is a fantastic sponsor for us, and they're a fantastic place to get dice. Tonight, I am using my favorite wooden dice by them to harm the players. Christa, while you were selling your car, we all rolled initiative before the game began. I rolled a nat 20 for you using this dice. So thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for that. You can also get a ton of different types of dice. You can also get tea, you can get familiars, and coming next year, you're going to be able to get modules that have been, well, adventure paths at least, that are written by people like me and some of my really good friends from the writing side of my life. So it's going to be fantastic. I hope that you go check them out. Once again, that's Bookwyrm Games. And use code DorkTales to save 15%. Another thing that I wanted to say, though, is as we are moving forward, we're going to have another sponsor in August, Monument Studios, who does a lot of the music that we do here. It's a fantastic little company. It's just a pair of siblings who run it, and they do all sorts of really awesome music. They've even done some custom music for DorkTales moving into next year. Besides that, is there anything else that we need to do before we begin? All right, that was nice and easy. Let me catch you up to where we are last episode. So last episode, the characters descended deeper into the Crypt of the Talhund. There they encountered a hydra named, well, I forget what he's actually named, but we called him Grundlejaw. And after fighting Grundlejaw and defeating him and Killy, the water weird, you met an old, wizened, artificially, magically wizened, little gnome who told you the history of the tomb and offered you some help. From there, you went around not fighting monsters, and in fact, just being like, Doomathoin, and like shutting them down like that. And it was really great. Then you managed to find a lever that opened what appeared to be like a big rotating like conference center wall in the center of this dungeon. And from there, we ended game with 3 of you up in a lever room and 2 of you and an animated statue down looking at a host of revenants that rose up from the dead to take their vengeance upon you for intruding on their crypt, which is where we're going to be starting game. Okay, so without further ado, I think it's time for us to jump into Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, right here, right now on the Tales of Dorks. That's us. All right, and with that, let's begin. The door grinds open in front of you, revealing a room that contains 14 alcoves, each containing an ancient sarcophagi. The lid of each is carved to depict a pious dwarf priest. A dim radiance emanates from each carving, and slumped in the room's center are 6 armored corpses. They're nearly skeletal, their flesh desiccated, sucked against the bones and paper thin. And as the door opens, you will hear as the old, brittle lungs slowly draw breath in. Just enough breath to issue a curse in Dwarven as each one of them slowly rises to their feet and prepares to defend their resting place. And we are going to hop into initiative right now. I am looking at the top of the initiative with Carmilla. There in the other room where you had just pulled a lever, you are going to hear curses in Dwarven issued in the next room over.
I will look to Sindri and say, I am going to assume that it's not good.
That's a bad word.
Wonderful. And she'll tear out the room. I can make it 5, 10.
All right, tearing out the room.
15.
And just for edification, I basically just like covered up the missing or the wall there with that, so it doesn't quite match, but you know, we use what we can.
Not a problem. Yeah, I think the best I can do is gonna be to get just kind of in front there. So I am going to take a run and get to the other side of the wall here. And I think I am going to use the dodge action.
Okay, so
and
rushing
hold
in
my
front.
turn.
Sounds good. So you use the dodge action as your action. Cool. All right, you were in front drawing fire. Carmilla, that's your turn. Ella's up, and then Lyric's on deck.
Okay. Trying to remind myself of what I can do as this character. 2 attacks. Sweet. I think Ella's gonna just charge straight forward at one of them and take her attacks.
Beautiful. We love to see it.
That is a 19 and a 16 on the dice, which turns into a 27 and a 24.
Those are 2 hits. As you rush forward, the first one in your line is going to stand up, and as you slam your blade into it, you're going to drag it across this desiccated corpse. It is fairly sturdy. However, you are going to be able to do a significant amount of damage to it. Roll me on both, please.
$27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. As you rush forward, this first one is going to lift its... Let's see there. It's going to have an axe in its hand. It's going to lift its axe, and as you smash down with your blade, it's going to attempt to block. You are going to cut through the ancient wooden haft, burying your blade in the side of its chest. And you said 30, how many? 37?
No.
I think it was 35 then.
No.
I think it,
Caitlan?
It would have been 27.
27.
Yeah, it's like, that's not right. That's not right. But goddamn, you make me recount and figure it out again.
All right, you are going to slash in, and as you bury the blade in the side of this one's collarbone, it's going to take a step closer to you and snarl in your face. It is Lyric's turn.
I'm gonna snarl back.
Okay. Do you have any bonus action, Christine?
Yes, I'm going to tunnel fighter stance.
Perfect. All right. Lyric, you're up.
Cool. That's great. They didn't seem to want any of the coffee. So instead, what I'm gonna do, because I really want this to happen, is I'm gonna cast... That spell is right there. What's the range? 60 feet. That's within range. I'm gonna cast Grease
Okay.
underneath all the skeletons. 10-foot square. Okay,
Let's
I won't hit
let's
all
call
of
them.
them.
Let's
Wait,
call them.
oh yeah, I can if I do it kind of at the middle.
Let's call them Crypt Guardians to be a little more specific. But yes,
Okay, weird spooky things. If they're
Spooky
are they
things.
floating? Okay, first off, are they floating?
they're not floating. This is definitely going to
Okay.
get under the feet. I
Cool.
just used Roll20 to search Grease, and let me tell you what is pulled up instead of a puddle.
Grease lightning.
It's just John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John constantly. I could drag.
oh my god.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so you're gonna
amazing.
cast Grease on them.
Yeah, like it's a 10-foot square.
Okay, 10-foot square of Grease.
That is much bigger than a 10-foot square. Hold on.
Okay, sorry, 10-foot square of Grease, and it's at the back or the middle.
right in the middle. I want to try and get as many of them as I can.
Well, it's got to be based on squares, so...
Oh, okay, you can't do it partway through them? Okay.
You can't do it partway through.
With like radiuses with other things before, so that's okay. Then it will be the back 4.
Okay. And do I immediately have to roll for that? Or is it when I move? It's when I'm...
Each creature, when grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Oh, beautiful. I love it when that happens. Why did I only bring 1 d20 with me to Kansas? I brought every other dice. But okay. What's my save DC? That 10's not going to do it. Okay. That 12's not going to do it.
Your save DC should be 15.
That 2's not going to do it. Oh, actually, let me just double check something. That is going to be... Wow, their dex save sucks. That's going to be 4 fails.
Okay, they fall prone.
All right, slip. There is a very hilarious moment as you're going to see them basically do the Scooby-Doo run, the wiggity, as they all slip and fall at the back.
If they are... I'm guessing they're less bone skeleton-y and more just undead things. Because if they were skeleton bones, we would need some xylophone sounds.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's not that, but it is sort of the wiggity, the kind of Scooby-Doo noise. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Perfect. Absolutely. Okay, so that's my action. Then I can bonus action move the statue, and it can do something.
Oh yes, you can. All right. Where are you sending it?
Lyric herself, myself, am going to move up. But kind of not right in the way, just like on the other side of the thing. And then statue, which has a floating speed of like 30 feet, is gonna come over. It's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is gonna come around and come and smash these guys over on the side, just to give some flanking nonsense. Not that flanking is useful here. All right, what is my combat things? Right, and I can also use a when you use your Bardic Inspiration feature, you can command the item as part of the same bonus action used for Bardic Inspiration. Bardic Inspiration to Ellasandra, I guess. Okay,
sounds good. A floating magic note.
Yep. And then this thing's going to do a melee attack against the bad guy thing.
The bad guy thing?
I need dice. Bad guy thing.
Bad guy thing. Screw you, bad guy thing.
Exactly. That's exactly the way it's going. And it's going to... Okay, plus my proficiency bonus. Oh, your spell attack modifier to hit is what it is. My spell attack modifier is that. That is a dirty 20.
That's going to be a hit, absolutely.
And then that is going to be that other dice that has numbers on it. That one. And that's my proficiency bonus. Okay, that plus that. Okay. 11 force damage.
11 force damage. All right, that is going to slam into the one at the northwest. We'll call that Revenant number 1 for nice and easy. So 11. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's good.
All right. You are going to hear the dwarven words "Mlasta Karakar" echo out through the hall. Sindri, in the other room, you are going to hear, "I swear vengeance upon all the living." And one of them, the one that your statue just attacked, is going to launch itself forward at. Yep.
It just moved through my threatened space.
It did, which means that there's an opportunity attack from you and the statue if it likes to. Does the statue get opportunity attacks? Does it get reactions?
I believe so. It doesn't say anything to saying it doesn't have a reaction.
I'll allow it. Let's do it. Google it after this turn.
Yeah.
All right. So Ellasandra and.
Oh, also its movement speed, because it started within 10 feet, is reduced by 10 feet, just in general.
Sounds good.
Not 20.
Oh, fuck you.
19? 19.
Okay, that's going to be 2 punches into its AC. Those are 2 hits. Give me damage. Are you smiting?
I guess I could, couldn't I?
And who gets your
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't actually
advantage?
take anything, right? It's not even a bonus.
Nope.
It just happens.
And you have Bardic Inspiration if you want to
Oh, you
use
have
that
Bardic
for some
Inspiration, which
extra
you could spend to blow
bursting.
and do even more damage.
Sure. Might as well. Do I have to roll anything for your purposes, or?
You have to roll the dice to see how much extra damage happens.
And it's a D6, right? Still?
It's a D8 now.
Be a D8.
Oh, it's a D8 now.
This is a D8, Christine. We're on a D8.
But
that's a
technically, you roll
7.
that before the attack. Does that still double? Because you're supposed to roll the bardic as part of your attack action, and then you use that amount of damage.
That's a good
I
question.
feel like if it's part of the attack action, then it should be being rolled simultaneously with the D20, unless you wouldn't double it.
Yeah, I guess that's a
Yeah,
good
Was
point.
my
That's
thought,
right.
like, I don't want to cheat the system unless you like want to give that to us, but
That's a good point. Okay, cool. Then you don't have to spend it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
you
you
can
could
additional
split the
damage.
difference and say what you don't get to roll double, but you can double it.
Nah. Nah. I think we'll play fair on this one. But give me that smite, and Amy, give me that damage from your hit.
Yeah, it was a 13 force damage.
13 force damage. All right. This Crypt Guardian gets slammed in the back, which is going to open them up perfectly for Alisandra's pit fighting or tunnel fighting.
Okay, and it's 2d8 plus 1 because I have to use a second level spell slot.
They're undead, so I believe it actually does an additional D8.
It does.
Which means that you're rolling 6d8 for a level 1 spell slot. With the crit.
I don't have a level 1, so it has to be a level 2.
Okay, so
It's gonna
that's...
be 8d8.
See you in hell, nerd.
1 sec.
I'm writing that one down for the future.
$69!
God.
Nice.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. You know what? Between the 2 attacks, there's going to be a flash of light. How do you do it? Does
I
it
wasn't
just
expecting this, so
Okay, cool. You are going to slam it in the back with your blade. There's going to be a explosion of nice light, and you're going to hear no from the gods as you just see like light flood the chamber, and the skeleton of this creature suddenly be the only thing that's visible in the light, like an X-ray, and then its bones fall to the ground in a.
that definitely made taking Tunnel Fighter worth it.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
That one.
And as you are doing that, the one next to you is going to say, "Death to all intruders," and is going to take a couple swings at you, Alessandra. The one that's right behind you is going to get a 17. That is not a hit. And then a 19.
No.
Okay, that's meant to hurt them more. Then a 24.
Yeah.
24 is going to hit. That is going to be... it slams into your back with the broken haft of its axe, dealing 33 points of damage, and you are grappled as it wraps its arms around you. Sindri, you're up.
Hey, don't do that. So I'm going to
Hey, you don't do that. Do this.
beat feet out of there, and because of monk reasons,
Hashtag just monk things.
I can go all the way to right beside Lady Alessandra. So beep beep.
Pew pew pew.
Not having to take a dash action or anything. So the ones in front of me, like on top of Olivia Newton-John and
they are
Dr.
prone.
Wolta, they are prone,
which means advantage on all attacks.
So I can't quite make it there without dashing. But what I can do is use my what is it called again? Breath of the Dragon to deal fire damage.
Oh no! Oh no!
So they need to make a. I'll use my first attack and use Breath of the Dragon to breathe fire in a 15-foot cone or a 10-foot cone. I think that should.
Okay. Wow, I am. So they have disadvantage because they're prone. I literally rolled. I only have one dice, so I'm basically rolling their disadvantage, rolling 1 dice, 2 dice, 1 dice, 2 dice. I literally went 20, 10, 19, 10, 19, 12. Because of the disadvantage. I was rolling so well. Literally, they all failed.
All right. So, it's not much damage because it's only 2d6, but it is cool. And it is fire damage on grease, so...
Does that do something?
Yeah, it's fire on grease. So what we're gonna do, does grease have anything in the spell written up about that?
No, nothing specifically. So honestly, it's up to you what you want to do with a whole bunch of grease on fire.
Double your damage.
Baldur's Gate it. Baldur's Gate it.
We're gonna Baldur's Gate it, double the damage. Grease fire!
So that's gonna be 9 points of damage, doubled to 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage to each of them as Amy, your spell is going to end as the grease is going to completely burn up. But they're going to take, you know what, let's just say a flat 20 damage because it makes my life easier. 20 damage to each of them as suddenly the smell of rendered hog fat is going to fill the tomb. Right.
So I do have the Amulet of Doomithorn, so I'm gonna Doomithorn says leave us alone, and then I'm gonna use my quarterstaff to do smack the one that's holding Lady Alessandra.
Okay, go ahead and do me a favor before you do that, and I'm gonna say you don't have to spend an action to do this. That's dumb. Make me a religion check.
All right, sure. You know, 18. Sindri is not that bright, so I'm glad I rolled well.
Okay, that is going to be... Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that one's toast. At the back of the group of these revenants, one of them is going to turn, look at you, and go... I rest. And is going to collapse to the ground.
All right, all you others, get on it. And so I'm going to make my attack on the next one. So,
sounds good. Give me your attack on the one that is hugging Lady Alessandra.
18?
18's going to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be with the quarterstaff. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
God, think of what would happen if you had a half staff.
Twice as much damage.
Twice as much damage.
And then I'm going to use patient defense.
Patient defense.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, slamming your staff into this one's side. You're going to hear the sound of ribs snapping, and Revenant number 3 at the back is going to stand up and is going to take a step toward you, which means that it is entering Lady Alessandra's space, I believe. So you, Tunnel Fighter, we haven't used it in several games, so if it takes a step...
Tunnel Fighter is only that I can use a reaction if they move within my space, like move with more than 5 feet within my reach. Okay. Or when they leave the reach, I can make attacks of opportunity without a reaction.
Okay.
So what would trigger a normal attack of opportunity does not take my reaction.
Yeah, we need to get to a pole arm.
I can still hit them, but I only get to do one.
All right, sounds good. So it's going to take a step forward and is going to attack Sindri. That is a 19 and a nat 1. Crap.
Yeah.
All right, Sindri, would you like to use your would anybody like to use their reaction who's inside 5 feet?
I wanna. Let me hit him.
All right, go ahead. Do it. I need to see it.
That's 11.
11?
So probably not.
Probably not. You have determination.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do that.
All right. Wow, it's a hit. Wow.
And you know what? I'll do fire damage while I'm at it because it's cool.
It is pretty cool.
So that's only 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Well, apparently you didn't have determination, but you do now. Because I am, for those who are watching live, I'm running on an old TV I dragged out of my stepdad's garage and my laptop. So I'm kind of squinting at everything right now, trying to make it work. So if I'm running a little less smoothly, just cope, okay?
We'll deal with it in post.
No, we won't. I'm not dealing with it in post. I don't have time for that shit.
And by we, I mean someone else.
Someone else. Okay, you are going to slam your staff into this one, causing a beautiful xylophone of doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo noises inside of its chest, and it is going to make another attack. It is going to lash out at you, and it's gonna absolutely miss. Oh, I killed a nat 20 with your patient defense. God damn it. Oh, speaking of which, Alessandra, who got the advantage from your nat 20?
Right, I forgot about that.
Also, I've seen my dog. I miss my dog. Hi, Charlie.
Who is going now?
It is about to be Anthea's turn.
Anthea can have it then.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
Charlie was whining, so he came over and got some snuggles.
I met some really cute dogs today. I'll tell you about it during the break. All right, so Sindri, one of them steps forward, trips, you hit it, and then pummel it strongly, and then it misses you completely. Anthea, you are up.
For those watching the replay, Sindri was purchased determination.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thanks for making an honest man out of him.
15, 20, 25, 30.
People keep trying.
Oh. What is the range of Firebolt?
At least 30 feet. I believe it's 60 feet for Firebolt.
120 feet for
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Oh, damn.
It's
Let's
120.
go. I can make it. I'm gonna go to the.
Oh, wait, I forgot to take out Grease. 1 second.
Yeah, I see.
This is automatic.
Oh my god.
It's hydra.
I was like, why does that grease look like kind of different colors? No, I see it. I couldn't see it at first, but I remember was listening to you talking about it, but I didn't connect the dots. Anyways, I'm going to aim my firebolt at the furthest one away. So I'm not shooting into melee.
All right, so that one is still prone, just so you know.
Oh, perfect.
So it will be disadvantaged.
Great. That's okay. I'll roll flat because I have advantage.
What? That's true.
What? That's how it works.
It is how it works.
That's right. It's only for melee. That's all right. We can do this.
Unless you climb on Lyric's head.
I mean, I would, but that's okay. I don't know. I rolled a 16.
That's a hit.
Nice. All right. That was my. I don't know if I want to use my determination because I think I have it. Anyway.
Don't worry about it.
2d10. Let's go. 14 fire damage plus 5 is 19 fire damage.
19 fire damage. There is a.
Yes, please.
As. Okay. 19 fire damage as you ignite that one, thereby dropping it under a certain threshold of hit points. Congrats.
Nice.
As it begins to crisply burn and will slowly rattle to its feet.
Oh, no.
What do you do? Do you have a bonus action?
I do not.
All right, it
That's
is
okay.
going. It's going to rush forward. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me just cancel real quick. Loses half of its move from standing up. Is what's the radius on your statue, Lyric? Is it 10 feet?
Yeah, 10-foot radius.
So that lowers its speed by another 10.
Yep.
Which means that it has 10 feet of movement, 5 feet of movement. It's going to take a 5-foot step forward and beat its chest because it literally can do nothing else. The one... Boop, boop. All right, then it is the last one is going to stand up, take a 5-foot step so that it's in range of Lady Alessandra, and is going to take 2 attacks. Okay, that is going to be an unnatural 20 and a 23. Okay. Alessandra, you are going to see this one coming out of the corner of your eye. That is going to be 23 points of damage from the first one, and 26 points of damage from the second one as this one slams its bare fists into you twice, denting your full plate with its vengeful strikes.
Alessandra drops.
All right, top of the initiative, we have Carmilla.
Oh, Boise. All right. I am going to... I will move around next to Ella. And I am going to smash the one directly in front of me with 2 hits, hopefully.
All right, do it. We love it.
Ooh, that is a 14.
Hit.
I would like to use my... Oh, that hits? Okay. And then the other one will be...
Sorry, I accidentally told you it's AC because of computer lag.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, those both hit. And I will use a... Lyric, you heal from a distance, right?
I can, yes.
Okay. Because I was going to say I can let you move if you wanted to move up.
I mean, that would also help. Like, I can do either. It just requires sorcery points to do it at range.
Okay, oh, then perfect. Okay. I will use superiority dice on both attacks. One of them I will use Distracting Strike on it, the one in front of me. And then the other one I will do Maneuvering Attack, so you can move up if you want to.
I'll do so, and I have done so.
I believe in you.
Okey-dokey. That is 7 and 8 is 15 plus 12 is 27 damage.
27 damage. That's beautiful. And these guys are undead. Did you roll the extra?
Oh, I did not. Sorry.
No worries.
That's going to be an extra 4.
Lady Light, bringer, Lady Light. So what was it? It was 27, so 31?
Yeah, 31.
Now, is this the one that was grappling Alessandra or the one that downed her?
The one that downed her.
All right, that's going to slam into it. You're going to feel some of Lightbringer's light smash into its frame, disintegrating part of the undead corpse.
But it's still standing?
It's still standing.
Okay, now we have taken a short rest since we fought the hydra, yes?
Yes, you have.
Okay, so then I should have my attack or action surge back.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take an action surge. Can I use it to grapple Alessandra away?
Sure, I'll let you use one of your attacks to do that.
Okay, cool. I'd like, yeah, one attack to grapple and then hopefully move it so that she's behind me and next to Lyric instead of...
Sure, that sounds good. So basically you're going to try to pull her out of his grasp. So the first attack will be a contested check.
Now...
Never mind, you do it.
Okay.
I rolled an at one. So
okay, well, let's make sure I don't roll that one. That's a 4, so yeah.
Yeah, you rolled 4 times better than I did.
This is very true, and I have a +7 to athletics.
I kind of picture Carmilla rushing in and going smash, grabbing her and spinning her unconscious body into Lyric, almost like a dance move.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we'll move move Lady Alessandra behind me. Do I still have one attack, or is that
You
my
still have one
whole-
attack.
Did you? Okay, cool. In that case, I will smash the guy. I will continue the momentum around after setting Alessandra down and smash the guy I had just hit. Hopefully.
Beautiful.
That is a nat 20.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Who gets your advantage?
Who's next up?
Next up is Alessandra, then Lyric.
I am going to give it to Alessandra for the purposes of possible death saves.
Oh. In her unconscious state, she's like, nice.
Yeah. The last thing she sees is being spun around by Carmilla. I am going to use a... Oops.
Just swooning in your arms.
I'm going to use...
Maneuvering strike,
yes,
distracting
one
strike,
attack to do it.
healing strike.
I'm going to use... I've already used distracting strike on this guy. I think he's going to die, or I hope he will. I'll use maneuvering attack. Does anyone feel like they need to move?
No, I already moved. Already did the thing.
Okay. Fantastic. In that case, Anthea, take 5 foot step left and 5 foot step right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Dance instructor of the
okay,
dead.
that is 13 and 12, 25 damage.
25 damage.
That's including the undead damage this time.
Perfect. That's good to know. All right, so you are going to smash this one directly in its chest, caving it in. It's going to stumble back and slowly shuffle back to its feet. Still up, but honestly, very, very badly damaged. Some of its limbs are bent at disturbing angles, and as it snarls at you, it's going to reset its elbow back the correct direction with a crunch. All right, Alessandra, what are you thinking about right now? What's holding you to this plane of existence?
I think just focused on the fact that the fight is ongoing and her friends are in danger.
Okay.
That she has friends. That's something to be held on to.
Okay. I have spent your advantage on this. Lady Alessandra, what are you thinking about? Like, you're really thinking about that your friends are in danger? I want you to give me a cool line in your head.
Can I get some suggestions?
Not yet.
Christine's had a long day at work.
Not yet.
Okay.
As you stumble back up against Lyric, you are going to feel there's going to be all of your senses are focused on the grip of your blade in your hand, and you're going to hear above the din of battle the squeak of your leather gloves tightening around the pommel of your sword. Regain 1 hit point with a nat 20 on your death save.
Wonderful.
Yes, advantage on death saves.
You may use your turn as normal because death saves start at the beginning of the round.
Hot damn.
Best death saves are the ones that immediately get ignored.
Okay. Was not expecting that.
Expect everything. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Dwarves like wearing helmets? Like, do they seem like they're using their eyesight at all?
Yes, they are using their eyesight. I would say they are. Yeah, they are definitely looking at you. Their eyes are kind of glowing with a pale blue light that kind of speaks to their undead nature.
And they're wearing helmets?
They are not.
Okay.
Or they are. Sure. Whatever
Who's
works
up
for
next? After me.
me. Lyric.
Lyric? Okay. Is there any loose rocks about then?
Oh, tons. It's a dwarven tomb. There's tons of rocks.
Sweet. Trying to decide if this is worth it or not. Yeah, it takes a cast full action. Just trying to do something interesting, but I think I'm just going to take my full action to drink a healing potion.
Okay, so take your full action, regain maximum hit points from that potion.
What do base healing potions do again? It's 44.
So a basic one is 2d4 plus 2. So you'd gain 10 hit points.
Okay.
Or you could heal yourself with lay on hands, which might be faster.
We don't fucking long rest ever, so guess who doesn't fucking have it?
Someone
everything
salty?
gets used and everything needs a long rest.
So alternatively, I could roll it for you and you could spend a bonus action to do that.
I'm
And then
gonna
you'd still
take
be
the
able to
step- I'm gonna keep the step back and tunnel fighter stance just because otherwise, like, I step up, they're gonna hit me for 25 and I'm gonna go down again.
All right, sounds good to me. All right,
They
regain
seem
20.
to be averaging 20 plus to the hits.
It's because they're very vengeful. All right, so regain 10 hit points as you brace yourself. And Lyric, you're up.
All right, that's not very good. Here, Ella. And Lyric's going to cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level because, you know, of course.
All right, roll it.
Woohoo! Ooh, that's pretty decent even. Okay, so that's that plus my, I believe my modifier. It sure is. So that's 18, yeah, 14, okay, 18 hit points back.
Nice.
Right on, thank you. I'll take it.
Beautiful.
So that is the action. And then I have a bonus action, which is to use my Bardic Inspiration, which I will pass to, let's see, who looks like they could use it. I'll give it to Sindri.
All right, sounds
Yeah,
good.
That's a good call. And then, because I did my Bardic, I can also smash with the statue. So statue is going to smash.
Smash. Okay, still attacking the same one that Sindri's fighting?
Yeah, I think so. Just the one that is directly in front of it, so it doesn't have to, I don't have to think about it. And neither does the statue. That's a dirty 20.
Perfect. Give it to me.
Yeah. Okay, that technically counted as a roll, except I dropped it and didn't roll it.
Ah.
But I guess it counts anyway, so that is going to be a total of 5.
50?
That is a 5. I rolled a 1. 5.
Okay.
5 force.
All right,
5.
50 force damage. That would be
No.
much more
Wow, I
impressive.
rolled so
wish.
badly.
I
50
literally
force
just dropped
damage.
it
What?
straight. It didn't roll, it dropped straight, but it technically was like a roll, just a really, really terrible one.
Hey,
so.
Amy, you did something straight today. How does it feel?
Terrible, never again.
I don't know. If I did something straight and it did 50 force damage, I'd feel pretty good
But
at
it
that.
did 5. It did. I rolled a 1. It was
'cause you're-
not 50 force damage.
All right,
If
fair,
it
fair.
was,
All
it would
right,
be a
so this
different
one's...
conversation.
I'm seeing that this statue just basically like goes a flick right in the back of the thing's ear. Like, ow, stop it.
Probably.
So that is going to be your turn. Revenant 2, the one that was grappling Alessandra, is going to take a step forward because it still has some motion and is going to I can attack Alessandra now that you're up again, but Lyric just healed you. I'm gonna attack Lyric. Lyric, does an 18 hit you?
Silvery Barb says try again.
Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, boom, boom. It hits you.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, who gets the advantage?
I'll give it to Carmilla.
Okay, this one is going to surge toward you and is going to lash out at you with its horrible multi-attack. Dealing a grand total of 54 points of bludgeoning damage to you as it roars in Dwarven about how you are a defiler of this tomb.
Is it fire damage so that I
It
can
is-
have it?
It's bludgeoning damage, so you can have it.
Damn. Okay. Okay, I can have it, but I can't.
Take
have
it all. Are you still up?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, all right, that is its turn. However, as you look at it, the one that was fighting Alessandra, you're going to see its flesh begin to re-knit. And Sindri, you're up.
Doomathoid said, "Stay down," and I'm going to
Give me a religion roll.
19, yes.
19. All right. So there are 4 of them. Okay. The one that starts healing is going to turn and go, "Real shit. I sleep," and is going to drop to the ground.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, okay. So I didn't roll with advantage last time. I think the amulet's doing the banishing thing rather than advantage like it was doing on the skeleton. So
yeah.
Okay. So I will do. I'm gonna do doing 2 attacks against the one that's directly in front of. Actually, I'm gonna step.
What's your
down.
passive perception?
16.
The ones that were hit by fire are not healing.
Work. Okay. Time for me to continue to do fire damage. So it's mildly less damage, but on the other hand, it stops them from regenerating. So I'm going to attack the one facing Carmilla first.
Okay, give it to me.
And that will be a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. So that's going to be... Stop spinning. 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then there's one between in front of the statue to the north.
Okay.
I'm going to attack that one. Ooh. That is going to be a 3 plus 8 is 11, and
okay.
I spent the determination I had before, so...
Okay, we're here for it. You have it again.
Okay, I will spend my determination to give it a 14.
All right, that's a hit.
All right, work. Sweet. And that's going to be 6 points of fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. Beautiful. Your Kung Fu lashes out, igniting the air with your Sho Ryuken. Yeah,
big flaming kick. And then flurry of blows, both into the one in front of Carmilla. So the 3 will be an 11, which will miss, and then the next one's a 16, which will hit.
You do have your determination, though. Oh, wait, no,
I
spent it.
Yeah.
You just did, yeah.
So that's another 10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire damage?
The one in front of Carmilla.
Okay. There is going to be a hiss, and how do you do it?
All right, I'm just going to, finish my spin kick and then just grab it and then, ignite my hand on fire and rip the head off.
Perfect. As you rip its head off, the head's going to go, "I sleep," in Dwarven, and then it's going to collapse.
No, I killed you first! Throw the head on the ground.
You can't defeat me, I quit.
Fair, okay.
Based bet. This game's great when I stop caring. Perfect. All right. Sindri. That one's down. That one's down. Revenant number 3 is down. Anything else on your turn?
That's it for me. That's my move. That's my action and bonus action. So.
All right, Anthea, you're up.
Okay, so perfect. I'm going to move over here.
Okay, where's over here?
Yeah, not that close. Sorry, just to behind Lyrit, but it looks like there's 2 in a line right in front of me.
Oh my god, there are.
Yeah, perfect. I'm going to... I mean, it's not fire damage, but it'll get them both. So I'd like to do Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay. And remind me, is that a save from me right away?
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to save a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. That is going to be a 16 and a 9.
Okay, I don't think either of those save. Let me just see if the 16 saves. I think it needs to be a 17.
I think it needs to be a 17.
Oh, it does need to be a 16. No, you got it.
Oh, it does?
So the 16, yeah, 16's good. The 9 fails.
Okay, so the one in the front takes it. The closest one does.
Sounds good. So you'll just take damage at the start of your turn.
Okay, so that one in the front, there is a horrible smell of butemic acid that fires out. It smells like the bad part of a Hershey bar. And there is a spleesh on the one in the front as it begins bubbling with acid. Anything else on your turn?
How far did I move?
You move 5 foot one way and then 5 foot the other, according to Carmilla.
I know.
You hokey
I
pokeyed.
think I went 5, 10. So I'm just gonna, like back up maybe just a little bit just to get over right here. It's probably gonna charge, but that's fine.
Okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right. Top
Okay, that's
of the Revenant initiative. It is going to be the one that is going to take acid damage.
Okay, so we'll do 2d4. Ka-cha! Plus 2 plus 5 is 7.
7 points of damage. Hey, thanks. You brought me down to a nice even number.
That's nice.
It helps me out. All right, that one is going to take a 5 foot step forward and is going to attack. Let's finish Lyric off. Oh, let's finish Sindri off. Sindri, that is going to be a 25 and a 22. So
Sindri just stepped out.
I know. Yeah, because he got thrown. Okay, let's calculate your damage. That's going to be boop, boop, and boop, boop. I love it when it rolls something that is easily added together. It's going to be 20, 30, 45 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'm just going to hurt them more because Chris had to run for a second to...
I'm back, I promise.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm here.
All right, the one that sizzles with acid damage is going to rush you and is going to pummel you for 45 points of bludgeoning damage. It grabs you by the side of the head and basically gives you the Muay Thai tiger kick with its knee right to the bridge of the nose.
You know what? Normally, that would knock me out, but thank you to Christa from last game for giving me some temporary hit points. So, thank you for that.
All right. Then it is time for Revenant number 5. Revenant number 5 is going to let out a snarl, saying, "I am not a number, I am a Revenant," and is going to charge Christa. However, that's going to draw an opportunity attack from the statue.
Yeah, it does. It sure does. Does a
Yes.
23 hit.
Yes, it does.
And then that is 10 points of force damage.
Ooh, nice. Okay, 10 points of force damage are going to slam into its back, propelling it forward to attack Carmilla. Carmilla! Oh, God damn it. That's going to be a 12. And...
Does not hit.
Does a 21.
It does, yes.
Okay. I mean, you're getting to the point where I wouldn't be super surprised if it wasn't. Okay. I love it when they're added together. It's going to rush forward and snarl, letting out a scream as this dwarf hurls itself at you, propelled by the statue. It's going to let out a kick, which is going to miss you, and is going to spring back off the wall and crank you across the ribs for 30 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is initiative. Carmilla, you're up.
Okay, well, this guy's hit me now, so he gets his. I will take 2 attacks.
I dare you.
That's gonna be a 13. I will use determination and a 14.
Those are 2 hits.
Awesome. I don't have any more superiority dice. Ooh, but those aren't terrible.
Who's superior now?
16 and 12 is 28 damage.
28 damage. Pretty good. Pretty good. 28 damage is going to smash into that one. You are going to see part of its old, dried up raisin of a brain exposed as you collapse part of the skull.
Fabulous.
And he's going to stumble back, but is still up.
Okay. I can't really do anything else because my action surge has been used. I think I'm just going to take a step. I'm going to take a step this way to hopefully draw some fire from Sindri's guy and step behind the one that I just hit so that I'm in between the two and to give Ella a clear shot.
Perfect. All right. Speaking of which, Ella, you're up. Carmilla swings around to the north, exposing this one to your sight. What do you do?
I will step up and attack.
Okay.
One is not a hit. The other is another nat 20.
Oh, God. Okay. Are you going to smite it again?
No, because I only have a couple spell slots left. So.
Okay.
Whoop. There goes my dice. Thank God it's the hot yellow one, so it's easy to find. $18.
18 damage. All right. Is that with just the... Oh, yeah, you missed the other one. All right. 18 points of damage as you slash this one across the chest. It is going to stumble, but is still up. Anything else on your turn?
Tunnel fighter.
Tunnel fighter. All right. Lyric, you're up.
Yeah, so I am. And I'm not a fan of what's happening here.
I'm a fan.
Ow. I'm, yeah, not here. Not high. So it's just, there's two of them left, right?
There are just two of them left.
Okay.
And you saw that
Use
whatever
my bonus
Sindri was
action
doing was actually getting pretty good results.
That was the bludgeoning and fire?
Well, that and telling them to go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Doomathorn loves you.
I don't speak Dwarven. I don't know what he's saying.
Were you saying that in Common or Dwarven?
Probably Dwarven.
Okay, there we go. That explains why no one else has been doing it.
Yeah. Yep. Leave that to Sindri doing his thing. But I will spend a bardic inspiration to who does not currently have one or used one already. Okay, Anthea or Carmilla. Okay, then I will give one to Carmilla because she's actually I'm gonna give it to Anthea. Because I feel like that'll be fun times. Okay. And because that's a bardic inspiration action or bonus action, I will also punch one of these guys with the statue. Let's see. I'm seeing the one that I believe has the caustic brew on it.
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna have the statue move forward 5 feet and is going to punch with force at the
with great force
caustically brewed. Oh, that's probably not gonna do it. That's a 11.
An 11. You could use your inspiration or your determination.
Or determination. I'll just use my determination. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll allow you to do it. Let's do it. That's gonna hit.
Determination is a +3 right now, so 14.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, sweet. And it's going to do 12 force damage.
12 force damage is going to smash into that one.
Okay.
All right, that is a solid hit. It's still up.
Okay, that's my bonus action and my, most just my bonus action. Okay, so I have no idea. I doubt these things are vulnerable to poison, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway.
They're undead.
Undead.
So they generally don't need they generally need a circulatory system for that.
Yeah. Okay. In that
But
case,
it might work.
No, I have a better idea. me just double check the range on this to see if it's gonna be a Okay, good. 30 feet. Enlarge, reduce. Hey, Carmilla.
Oh no.
You want to be big.
Terrifying, sure.
You're gonna be big, kid. You're gonna be big.
Cool. That will be my... Yeah, because if you're willing, then you can just do it. Yeah, target's size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. Growth increases its size by 1 category from medium to large. If there isn't enough room for the target to double its size, the creature object attains a maximum possible size and space available. Oh, you might have to move for it. Hold on. Well, let me look at the placement of this. Oh no, you're fine. I can just make Statue move back before I have him do that, his thing. You're fine. Okay, enlarge. You big. You are now
Carmilla
large.
smash.
Yes. You get an extra... Target's weapons also grow to match the new size. These weapons are enlarged. Targets attack with them deal a 1d4 extra damage. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. Now that is my action, and I'm just gonna pray that that is sufficient. And that I don't lose concentration beforehand. So, there we go. That is my action and my bonus action, and I'm not going to move because that will provoke attacks of opportunity.
Perfect. All right. Beneath you, we have Sindri.
Right, let's go. Oh god, Carmilla's very... I had not looked at the Roll20 map for a moment. Okay. So I'm going to lay into the one beside Lyric. Going to make my first attack with... and that's crit. So...
Okay.
That will be 2d6 damage. So that's 9 plus 5 is 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. We love it.
And then I'm going to pass it down to Carmilla. Do you have inspiration right now?
No.
All right. So I'm going to pass it to Carmilla.
Okay.
Enlarge Carmilla. And then I'm going to make my second attack, which is a 4. I'm going to spend my Bardic Inspiration to add a d8 to my roll. So
Okay.
it needs to make a Constitution. When they explode, does it deal to all damage or all opponents within a certain range?
It's all opponents, right, Lyric?
Okay, so if you're looking at my Bardic Inspiration, it's target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of
Okay.
it.
Your
Okay.
choice.
So that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is going to hit, and the con save was a 15.
Okay, so that it's Lyric's DC, right?
I believe so. And I think Lyric's DC is 16.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it would be my save DC. I have 15 written down. I might need to double check that. I think it's because it's only the +3 right now for.
What's your charisma bonus? It's only 3?
4.
Okay, so yeah, it's a 15 then.
4.
So
Yeah.
So that is going to
it
be a
half
pass.
damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is, from me, that's 8 points of fire damage, and then half of 7.
Now, is
thunder
this the
damage.
one to the north or the south?
This is the one to the north. This has line range to Lyric.
Okay, so that is going to be, you said 8 on the first one, and then how much on the Bardic?
Oh, 7. So
Okay.
half to
Okay,
3,
so
I guess.
11. Boop.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice and easy.
And then
Okay.
Flurry of Blows to make 2 more attacks into it.
Sounds great. Give it to me.
So that is a 18 and then a 10. So the
All
10 will
right.
miss, but
All right, the
one more
18's
hit
gonna-
at least.
One more hit.
Another 9 points of fire damage.
Oh, God. So much fire damage. All right.
Yeah. It's coming in handy. Yay!
All right. Its clothes, what little bit of ragged tunic and ragged leather that's holding to its frame is going to ignite as you slam your fists into it. And we're with Anthea.
All right, why don't we add a little more fire to the fire?
No!
Yeah.
No!
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at
Okay.
the one to the north with
One
the
to the
acid
north?
on it.
I gave you Bardic, I believe.
Yes, I should roll that at the same time.
Boop.
Let's
That's a
go.
nat
It's a D8.
1, so please roll
Oh, it
2d8 for me.
Have to save
It does against the
Bardic.
The Bardic.
explosion.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. But isn't that just for damage? Not to hit?
Yeah, the Bardic is
Yeah,
going to do
okay.
double damage for whatever you roll.
Okay,
just-
that's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit is absolutely going to hit. What was the Bard dice?
B. That was 7.
Okay, so it's going to take 14 points of thunder damage from that. Is it thunder or force?
Thunder.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, give me that firebolt.
Once my brain comprehends. There we go. There's another D10. That is a 9 and a 5 plus 5 is going to be 19 fire damage. Well,
On
plus
the
5, yeah.
on the money. How do you do it?
Ooh, nice. All right, let's see here. I'll probably there's so much fire, it's probably gonna catch the acid on fire that's drenching him, and he's just gonna go up in flames. And then ashes.
It will collapse to the ground in a sizzling, just like shrimp on the Barbie sounds.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, number 5 is still up. Oh boy, Alessandra's right there, but so is Big Woman. I'm going after Big Woman. You know what? I'm going to be an absolute jerk. Attack 1, Sindri. Okay, that's going to be a miss. Attack number 2, Sindri. That's going to be an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, that is going to be, it's going to take a swing at you and then level a kick that is going to deal 26 points of damage to your ribs.
Yeah, I'm down.
It is then going to spin around. I'm going to blow a Hurt Them More for another attack. It is going to make an attack on Alesandra. That's going to miss. It's going to blow another Hurt Them More, because I have so many of them, and make an attack on Carmilla. That is going to, I rolled 2 3s in a row. So that was very useful. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead with 6 more Hurt Them Mores left. And that is going to be its turn as it drops Sindri into the mud. Carmilla, it is your turn, Big Woman.
Well, that's unfortunate. So I have advantage and Bardic?
Yep.
Okay, can I choose to roll my Bardic after?
Yes.
I know the... Okay. Oh god, that's bad. But that is still a 15.
That's a hit.
And then I will roll with my... Oh, let's roll this one and see if I can get a... Oh, cheesy crazy.
Jeez, crazy.
That is a 14.
That's...
Plus a Bardic of 3, so 17.
That's still a hit.
Okay. So the damage on one of those is going to be the thunder of 3, or is it 6?
It's whatever you rolled on the Bardic.
3 then.
Okay.
And this thing is undead, so I still get my extra d6.
Yep, and don't forget your bonus for...
d4s.
Yeah, extra size. Size matters.
Okay.
When it comes to dealing bludgeoning damage, at least.
20... 32 damage.
32 points of damage?
Yes.
Hey. Oh man, you crank this thing to the ground. Do you have another attack?
Unless I can make it offhand, which I don't think I can because I don't have a light.
Do you have a shield?
No.
I'll let you punch it.
Unless we have something good happens and I can bite him.
I will let... You do. You have one something good happens. I will spend it to let you bite him.
Okay, cool. I will bite him.
Sounds good. All right, you smash this creature in the head or in the jaw, throwing its head back, exposing its throat.
It's an 18.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
It's not very much. That is...
Don't forget the extra damage for your size.
Oh, right. I don't think... I actually don't get anything on top of it. It literally just does my piercing.
You add your strength to it, or your dex, whichever you use.
No,
or
I
your
use my con.
Use your con, that's right.
Which means not that one probably. Oh no, it's a 10 plus 2 plus 3 is a 15. Okay, so it does hit with the bite.
Yep.
But that is a 6 damage.
Make me a Constitution save as you bury your fangs into this old, rotten corpse and drink what potentially could be blood.
What we're gonna hope is blood. That is a 19.
19? All right. As you bite into this old, dead creature, its flesh dissolves in your mouth, and it turns to ash. And you feel this horrible rattle inside of you. This reminder of your creeping immortality. And with that, we're out of combat. Sindri has collapsed to the ground. What do you all do?
We're going to stabilize him real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to dump a healing potion down his throat,
Okay.
I think.
I'm going to dump another healing potion.
Cool.
All right. Are these basics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says I've got written down 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is going to heal him full if you take the time to do it. So 10 and 10. Sindri is going to come back with 20 hit points.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm pretty hurt now too. Do we think any more will come, or can we, take a breather?
We could probably take a breather, but I wouldn't take a breather in this room. What about the other lever room? Not the one we were just in, but the one where what's-his-face is in.
That might be a good idea, because that back room, I think, has a bunch of,
Ghosts.
Tight.
Yeah, and that one only had one exit, if I recall correctly.
I think so. Might be worth it to go back there.
We could at least
A little
try.
bit.
Go see how our companion's doing.
Oh, that too, really.
But yes, I do need to. God, they're strong.
Yeah, very surprisingly strong for dead guys.
Speaking of, Lyric, is there any way for me to not be like this?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, yes. So we'll just release the spell because it's concentration.
And you will once again be shrunk down to your original size.
Right. I'm going to go and, just sit down for a few minutes. Okay? Yeah. And
Fine.
Luke's gonna head back down with the statue as her escort. And is going to go and have a rest.
So as you head back down, you'll make it to that lever room. And as you're all walking back down the hallway, Rivybiddle is going to lean out and go, I heard commotion down there. Is everything okay? Oh my, you look fairly badly hurt, young one.
That would be the case, yes. Sort of ran in with some of those locals.
Oh, well, I hope you're not too badly hurt. Please come and rest. This room's really not the nicest, but it's something. At least it's We've still got hydra steak.
You know what? That sounds lovely. I'm going to just grab a bite.
I'm starving. As Ella walks up behind you.
Ella, what's your passive perception?
Shit. 12.
12. As you're wandering down, you're going to join them and have some of that old hydra steak. Anthea and Sindri. Sindri, you have a 16. Ella, pardon me. Anthea, what's your passive?
13. Sorry, I moved
13?
myself down because I was like,
Okay. All right, Sindri,
okay.
as you're wandering down, you're going to pass a segment of the hallway that is adjacent, literally just across the hall from where you laid the general to sleep. Inside of that the founder's room, laid that sarcophagus dress where you found that ring of the orator. And as you are headed down there, you're going to notice that part of the wall is a different color now. A huge segment of it seems to have shifted since the wall rotated.
The other room. The other room may have opened up on the other side. Things have moved.
Like down and around?
Yeah, down in the embalming chamber.
Yeah.
Sindri will point out the color change.
Oh, there's some sharp eyes.
My elven eyes see all. My human eyes see less.
Unfortunate.
But once we get all rested up, we should probably we can check out the other room again. But
exploring.
I do appreciate you tending to my wounds. I continue to be badly bruised and beaten, so thank you.
It's mostly Lyric, really.
Oh,
I just followed Lyric's lead.
Lyric's already chowing down on the hydra steak.
This is true, but if it were up to me, I would have just been like, Sindri, you have to wake up.
Does that work?
No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we should go also chow down on hydra steak, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out.
And with that, the two of you join your friends in the room that Rivy Biddle has set aside for you. The sarcophagus, the lever, and the smell of cooling hydra steak fills the air of this cluttered chamber. And I think that's where we're going to take a little bit of a rest too. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this quick break. Hello and welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to briefly talk to the chat. So a big thank you to everybody who's been very patient. We've been missing a lot of games recently because of the heat wave and because of my travel schedule. Thanks for not abandoning us. It's very lovely to have you all here. It's always such a paranoid thing. I do want to say that I get very, very paranoid at the idea that people are going to get like salty with me for like not running a game. And it's good that you're here. It's good that you're here. Thanks. Don't ever leave us, because I would literally die without you. Because I would. With Kansas City, I'm still here, dude. Like, there's literally chief penance. Like, I can almost see. Look, this This is a chief like pennant flag that's on the wall right above me. It's just there's the chief color. There we go. Like literally my parents they're obsessed with sports. I've got like pictures of Travis Kelce on the stairway wall. I've got like there's like a commemorative like Wildcats football in a glass case over here. Like it's ridiculous. They're big sporting people. And I'm not, primarily because of teenage rebellion.
It's a tough job, but someone has to do it.
Someone has to do it. So good things that happened on this trip. In America, I got some Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry because they didn't have coconut down here. It's weird. Kansas gets weird stuff. I had a bottle of Yoo-Hoo because they sell it at the dollar store. I'm gonna have a V8. I could have had a V8. I got a bunch more food than I was supposed to. Like I bought groceries and then they kept dragging me out to restaurants. So I've gained like 8 pounds being here, and I've been very, very ill, just feeling constantly. I couldn't sleep. I keep not being able to sleep. It's so weird. I was up till 6 a.m. last night. Like I fell asleep on the couch. I missed like an episode of a show I was watching. I got up. I'm like, well, it's midnight or it's like 1 a.m. I should go to bed. Went to bed, couldn't sleep. I got the 45-minute nap on the couch, and that's my body was like, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm really not.
It's the jet lag.
Well, and about half the time also it's different sounds and lighting than you're used to.
It's also the temperature here. Like they've got the thermostat set to like just too warm. Like comfortable for like walking around, but all carbs, all carbs and like super thick like breads and meats and all of that. I made a mistake. We ordered pizza the night that I won this award because I really like we won this award because I really like pizza, and I was like, let's celebrate. But I made the mistake of ordering Chicago style. I always make that mistake. If it's on the menu, I'll order it, and then I will make myself sick because I will insist that I can eat 2 slices instead of 1. And then anybody who went to Odafest with me last year will know that I basically get laid up in bed for a day groaning because I'm weighed down like a stone. But got a bunch of cool stuff. Got a bunch of t-shirts and stuff. Went and saw a Disney exhibit at Union Station. That was kind of cute. It had some like some of Walt's original work in it. It was kind of cool. Spent a bunch of time with my family. Played with some dogs today. That was pretty nice at my uncle's house. And
Those
just
were pretty cute dogs.
Oh my god, they were so nice. They were so nice.
I don't think I've ever seen a Doberman Lab cross before.
Right?
It's a weirdly skinny faced lab. It's very cute.
I know. It's let me do it for you. Face dog. So yeah, I've got a long day of flying back tomorrow. Just a quick reminder though, last week we did not end up running Vecna because I was feeling like crap, and we had some tech problems, and Robin was really late getting home because of a wildfire that like was cutting off her road home. So we didn't do Vecna, so we're doing it on Thursday this week. So please come and watch the end of the Web's Edge saga as we continue with our rolling guest stars. Who knew? Yeah, your road was on fire. Who will be next? Who knows?
Sook will be next.
No. I meant guest stars, not fire. Well, I mean the fire will be next. That's our new.
You said it right after the road was on fire. Who will be next? We are. We're on fire.
The road is on fire. There was something.
Baby, burn.
Burn, babe. Oh, I saw Longlegs today. I went out to a matinee, and did you see it, Chris? Like it's So I tried to get both Christine and Robin to go with me, and neither of them would because they're like, it's too scary. It's not really scary. It's just really unnerving.
Yes.
That is the type of movie I won't do.
So there is one specific scene, and it's early on in the film, and I was sitting there like this in the movie theater. I'm like, I hate it here. Like truly, it was so well shot, and I'll talk to you about it after because I don't want to spoil anything. But like, holy shit, it was so tense, it made me want to throw up. It was like not the perfect movie, but I really enjoyed it.
I have enough things to have nightmares about, in real life. I don't need to add horror movie stuff
I honestly think, Christine, you could have handled it. This is what if Silence of the Lambs?
Horror.
No, because this had the same vibe as Mandy. It really felt similar to Mandy in a lot of ways. That slow, droning build. But have you seen Mandy, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, because like
really, I was getting Mandy vibes the entire time.
I feel like Mandy was kind of gross gore, but not really freaky.
Yeah, I will say
freakier than watching like Criminal Minds, at least.
If you're looking to watch this movie, go in with no information about it. Don't look up what the villain looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna spoil it for you because it's really unsettling. He does a great job. That's all you need to know.
See, you saying unsettling just confirms to me that I don't want to watch it.
That's, you know what? Super legit. I will say that
I don't like psychological and I don't like suspense.
Then you will hate this shit because this did make me want to go see more horror movies in theaters. Right. I haven't been to see like many movies in the last couple of years, but this makes me want to go and be like, sit down and get the shit.
So Chris, you need to come out here for Christmas so that we can go see Nosferatu together.
Yes, I am super down for that. There's also a preview for a movie called Cuckoo. And I was like, it was giving Twin Peaks. And I'm like, okay, this is something I could definitely get down with.
I also want to see The Heathen or The Heretic. Hugh Grant and a couple of Mormon girls. And he traps them in a house and runs experiments on them. Like psychological experiments.
No,
but it's Hugh Grant, though. I need to see Hugh Grant as a villain. Heretic looks like
that part could be really interesting.
Hugh Grant as a villain a few times in various
movies. I know,
now.
but what you need to picture his villain from like, oh, I don't know, Paddington 2, and then just make him a murderer.
I can see that.
Right? It's like that type of like, oh, I gotta see this. There was also another movie that was trailered before this one called, it's a woman's name, but it's basically Pretty Woman meets like The Sopranos. It's a woman, it's a sex worker who becomes a fake marriage for a Russian potentially gangster son from the looks of it. And it's supposed to be really good. Patrick H. Willems saw it at Cannes and said that it was amazing. And looking at the trailer, I'm like, I could see this. I could be down with that.
Yeah. See, the level of horror I can handle is like stupid horror.
Yeah, we need to watch some stupid horror. I tried to get you to watch Doro Hedoro, and you didn't really truck with that, right? You got really bored?
I started watching,
wasn't your vibe?
I was about 20 minutes in, and I only had about 10 minutes left, and I was just like, I don't really get what the point is yet. Like, I kind of get what the story is, but I also don't.
Well,
it didn't really explain enough to hook me there, because I was just kind of going, I don't quite know why I should care about this character yet.
So we're going to be hopping back into game in just a second. Give Christa a chance to, she's wearing a sweater in the middle of summer. So we're going to give her a second to catch her breath. By the way, you can buy that right now on our TeePublic store. It's pinned in our Twitch chat, but it's the #1 thing over on our store. Go get your Carmilla costume. Carmit to the bit. So, other things that you need to check out, or we need to check out in general, are, oh god, there was something really good. Watch Godzilla -1 or -0 because it's great. If you can watch it in the theater, it was really worth it. Chris, you should watch The First Omen.
That's in my queue on Prime. So I missed it in theaters, what she said.
It was great in theaters. It feels 1970s. Like they shot it on film stock. They use 70s like slow burn camera techniques. Oh yeah, we saw Maxine. Robin and I saw Maxine a little while ago, and it was really good.
I loved X and Pearl, so I'm assuming I'll love the next Ty West film.
It is vastly better than X.
Okay, that makes sense.
The ending like feels a little rushed. Like it feels like they weren't quite able to decide which ending they wanted to go with. But literally 90% of the movie is just an 80s fever dream, and I loved it. It's like, honestly, I would strongly suggest take your beverage or substance of choice to get you kind of to a nice, chill, like spongy state. Get a comfy chair and just teleport yourself back to the gritty 1980s that we always pretend we're in tabletop games. Like like the entire thing is like, wow, this is grungy and queer and dangerous, and it's all of these things that like we love pretending the entire 80s was, and not just the brown and orange inside of fast food places and cigarette ashtrays inside of McDonald's. There's a Xenomorph's popcorn bucket. Yeah. So, and then Robin, you're flying in to visit this week, and we're gonna go see Deadpool and Wolverine. So I'm very excited about that. I'm super hyped. I know Christine is as well, and I know Amy is probably hyped. 2 out of 10. Feige did a post recently that said if, in terms of impact on the MCU's future, if Infinity War was a 9 and Endgame was a 10, Deadpool and Wolverine is an 8 for the number of things it's going to put in motion.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So
okay, I'm in.
I mean, I like having Hugh Jackman back. I missed him. You know, it's gonna be super good. Are we buying the popcorn bucket? Did we decide? Oh, and Robin, you told me to look for the Deadpool Aviation Gin. It has not reached Kansas yet, so consider maybe getting it off their website. Robin sent me on a mission to come down here and look for the Deadpool and Wolverine custom Aviation Gin editions that were put out, and I unfortunately couldn't find them. But I did find this award. Sorry, it's right here. I'm going to keep doing it. And then the other thing that I want to tell you before I summon Christa back from the void is, folks, thank you, everybody who's on our Patreon. Dork Tales is a huge, massive undertaking that takes many, many hours. I actually went through while I was at the conference this weekend. Did you know that with pre and post game, I am doing shows 32 to 36 hours a week on most weeks? I didn't actually. Yeah, you're muted right now, Amy, but I could see your face.
Oh, I know. I wasn't. I was quietly mouthing. We know. We've done the math. We know.
I know, and you're in quite a few of those games too. So you're doing like probably 20 hours of that.
Yeah, I have basically 2 jobs.
Join the Patreon so that I can buy Amy something nice. My mom asked me, like, why do these people play it? I mean, because they'd be doing it anyway. Like, if we weren't doing this for the stream, we'd just be doing it for home games, and it just would be less costumed. But you wouldn't look as cool as Amy and everybody else looks right now, because those horns, man, I'm just staring at them. Radiant Citadel is going to be caught up on YouTube very soon. Let's see. So I was rewatching Radiant Citadel. Yeah, so we've got like 9 episodes of Star Trek over on the Patreon right now. I just haven't edited it because I've been incredibly busy. And it is going to be popping over real soon, as is the rest of Strixhaven. I just got to finish editing it. So expect it in the next couple weeks to start trickling out. But if you are so interested, please join the Patreon. You'll be able to access all of that back content, of which there's like 40 episodes now of back content, 40, 50, I don't know. But we also have a bunch of other cool stuff that is going to be coming out in Patreon in the next little bit. We are going to be finishing up Hunter the Vigil Summons. We are going to be finishing up Old Gods of Appalachia. We finally have our filming dates for that starting to solidify. It's got a few episodes left in it, and I'm really excited. It also has, I'm also happy to announce that we have a limited run Fallout series that is going to be running on Dork Tales, and it's going to be super good. The art's really cute. We've commissioned an artist who does really cute art, and it looks really cool. Then the last thing is that I did a big poll recently to ask what you guys like, what you like the most. And the number one thing that you like is Mage, the Ascent of the Victorian Age, which, and I got a lot of comments saying they want more Mage, you want more Mage, you want more Mage. So I'm going to run more Mage in 2025. You're going to get at least one more game on the Patreon that is Mage. So if that's enough to lure you over there, a quick reminder, right now we're at 157 paid patrons. If we hit 175, Christine is going to run that Regency era tabletop game, The Unexpected Invitation. And I will play Lord Tuscamus Orkington. So consider it. Even the dollar tier goes toward that. But hey, if you want to give me more money, I will accept it, because life's expensive. And you can also catch us at a bunch of cons this year. We are going to try to, I think we're making it to 4 cons in over the next bit, because we're in Big Bad Con, where you can see myself, Christine, Amy, and Jen. You can catch, and that's in San Fran. You can catch us. We're going to do our best to make it to Emerald City Comic Con in March. We're going to do our best. Some of us are going to be at Kelowna Comic Con next year. We are going to do our best to make it to Odafest in Calgary again, because we had great turnout. And of course, we will be at SakinoCon in February. Yeah. So it's cool. I missed you all. Thanks for sticking with us and supporting us. And even if you can't afford to be on the Patreon right now, thanks for watching right here. It's great to have you. I appreciate it. And if you're watching and like, Kelly, when are you gonna get the damn things out on YouTube? I'm gonna get it soon. Just I gotta edit it. I have deadlines and I'm stressed. But soon, I promise. And now from the darkness I summon Christa. Whoop, there she is. They are back. Welcome. Okay, you guys ready to hop back into game? Yeah, patronize me whenever possible. Frog has been doing it literally for 20 years plus now.
Oh, I'm really good at being patronizing.
You are. You really are. All right. So, with that, let's head back into Phandelver and Below, Le Shattered Obelisk, the French edition of the game. I would absolutely love it if that's all that they had for the French edition. Phandelver et Bleu, Le Shattered Obelisk. And with that, let's head back in. Hello and welcome back to Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, here on Dork Tales. Now I have to ask, as you all lock yourselves up in this small side chamber, do you long rest or short rest?
If we can long rest, I would love that, because I'm almost out of spell slots.
You absolutely can if you would like to.
I think we should.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that gets 2 of our players their class features back that they haven't had for like 3 weeks.
We're also pretty hurt.
Also,
Yeah, I do have the ever-loving shit kicked out of me. So.
Shame. I'm at 1/3 of my hit points, and I have no ability to heal myself any further.
All right. So you take a little bit of time to rest and recuperate. Now I need to know who is taking first watch. Sindri is taking first watch. Okay, and Anthea.
let's go.
All right, one of you roll a d20.
You go. You got this.
8. Do I add anything to it?
Nope.
Okay, work.
All right. In the
Sweet.
chill, the room that you're in is small, about 20 feet by 20 feet, with a slight diagonal bend to the very top of it. Outside of the room, Lyric, are you leaving your statue kind of like blocking the door on the outside?
Yeah, it only lasts for like an hour.
Well, but then it goes back to sleep, and you have a statue kind of guarding the door, right?
Yeah, as long as no one needs to leave to go to the bathroom or anything.
There's a sarcophagus here. Just poop in it. No? Okay. Are Sindri, you and Lyric, pardon me, Sindri, you and Anthea have a pretty calm first watch.
Nice.
You meditate, you mix your reactions, and prepare your various alchemical solutions, but besides that, it's...
And Squish.
And Squish returns to life. Squish. This version has a very deep voice.
Yeah, your voice deepened, Squish.
Yes. My voice. Deep.
Oh, your sentence structure is becoming a little more complex as well.
Thank.
Oh, never mind. Well, you'll get there.
Bet.
Oh, I feel like we're going backwards. But that's okay.
Squish is now at your disposal again.
Yay.
And ready to rock. Is there anything
Squish
else?
is now a teenager.
Oh God, it's
That-
teenage Groot Squish.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
God, that's
Squish,
great.
how do you have BO? You don't even have sweat glands.
Squish.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Squish.
Oh, that's okay. Do you want a treat? Do you want a snack?
I want a squishy snack.
Okay.
Would you do it for a
Let's
Let's
squishy
see what I
snack?
can find.
All right. Occasionally, it'll just start like sucking on one of Lyric's horns while she's asleep.
Cleaning them, I'm sure.
Clean. Oh, they're very shiny afterwards. Removes the lime scale off of them or whatever. The calcification. The lime scale.
Is Squish CLR?
Yes.
Maybe.
No, it's Squish is something Billy Mays would have hogged. But wait, that's
Yeah.
not all. It also
I know
does
what he
force
is.
damage.
He's that can of like cleaning jelly for cleaning your car. Like,
Oh, and your
Bits.
keyboards.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you have a very easy rest. Who replaces your first watch? Lyric
I think Lyric will go second.
and Carmilla. All right, Lyric and Carmilla, one of you roll me a d20.
Tag out.
Go for it, Amy.
Okay, yeah, okay. 3.
3. Okay. I'm gonna spend my drama bomb. As you're lying there, tuning your instrument, meditating, doing whatever Carmilla would do, sharpening her blade, maybe? Well, I guess she's using a mace right now. Polishing her mace? I don't know. Whatever doesn't sound as suggestive as it could.
Probably working on her armor because she's still not used to having armor, so she's like being real particular about upkeeping it.
Okay. So, as you are there, I'd like both of you to make me a wisdom save. Or, a wisdom saving throw.
Because we're near Alessandra, do we get the +3, or does that only apply when she's awake?
I believe that only applies when she is conscious.
Yep.
That's an 11.
An 11?
Duly noted, because I rolled another 3, and you said that was a wisdom save?
Yes.
That's a 4.
Lyric, you get this nagging sensation. You can hear the sound of papers shuffling. You can smell the old vanillin of ancient tomes. And you can't help but think of your time at Candlekeep. And you get this sense, this nagging suspicion, this imagination that begins to take on a life of its own as you fantasize about the long, deep stacks inside of Candlekeep Library. The scribes and scholars working tirelessly to preserve the books, and how easy it would be for a contingent of mind flayers to infect it. You imagine a scribe named Bertrand, who you'd met many times, a halfling, wandering down one of the aisles only to be plucked up by a tentacle-mouthed monstrosity. The crack, sounding not unlike opening a piece of rind fruit, and the satisfying, yet stomach-churning of brains being siphoned into a waiting, dripping mouth. This is going to unnerve you. And you're going to have disadvantage on the first attack roll that you make today. Carmilla, with an 11, you are going to have similar thoughts, although they aren't going to affect you in quite such a manner. But you can't help but wonder what would happen if your ancestral home were overrun. Not that it would necessarily disturb you. It's more the thought of what the Mind Flayers would do with such dark, arcane power, if added to their own psionic abilities. It's a gloomy cloud to hang over a new day. But it passes. And before long, it's time for the third and final watch. Lady Alessandra, you are awakened and given watch. The third one is the short one, for you only need a little more time to top up the full rest. Can you roll me a d20?
15.
Beautiful. DC was 15. As you are sitting there performing your prayers, preparing yourself for the day, your friends lying on the floor, trancing or resting, you sharpen your blade, and you notice that lying on the ground is... well, let's find out. You see Carmilla. She's lying on her bedroll. She's very still when she sleeps. You've noticed this. Her breath almost comes... well, almost vanishes entirely. But it's the smell that catches your attention. The sickly smell of clotted blood. And as you glance over, you can see that the back of her hair is matted The normal dark red is almost black with blood. Do you look at her or reach out or anything?
Yeah.
You run a finger along the back of her hair, and it's slick and sticky and tacky. And then you feel rough texture, like broken ceramic beneath the hair. And behind her admirable mass of hair, you see that her skull has been cracked open. Her brain torn from the inside of the skull. You can still see the ocular nerves twitching from where they snapped away from the brain. What do you do?
Look at that, look around, and freak the fuck out.
Okay.
Loudly.
All right. Can
and
I
try
get
and, like, kick and shake the others awake?
Okay.
Because this seems very, very real, correct?
It does. It seems very real. So, how do you wake them up? Do you just yell? Do you kick people? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna base like all of the above.
Okay. You all are jolted awake by the sound of Ellasandra panicking. Carmilla herself will bolt upright, assuming that she wants to, but will be absolutely still looking dead. A drooling, twitching corpse in your eyes for just a moment before she dissolves back into her normal self. What do you all do?
Alessandra is probably dead white, wide-eyed, looking absolutely terrified.
What's going on?
What?
What's...
She's just gonna kind of just shake Carmilla a bit. Why were you dead? You looked dead. What the hell?
I'm sorry, I always look like this.
No, like deader.
Is there like a mirror or something I can grab?
I'm gonna start like patting the back of your head to make sure that there is no hole there anymore.
Looking slightly concerned.
What? It looked like your head was broken open.
Okay, that's more than a little alarming. Is it still looking broken?
No, it kind of melted away. Like for a moment there, when you sat up, you still looked it, but
It's probably the tomb playing tricks on us.
Yeah, I didn't want to sleep here.
Carmilla will kind of grab Ella's hand behind her head and just sort of like hold it there for a second and just sort of lock eyes of like, it's okay, breathe. And
lock all eyes.
Yeah, exactly, yes. Lock as many eyes as I'm capable of.
Good job, 4 eyes.
And then just like use the other hand to just sort of pull her into a hug and just hold her for a second until her breathing calms down.
I think she's just gonna like and just go like, oh my god, that was awful. Like the back of your head didn't exist and there was no brain and just it looked like a mind player had eaten you.
I have been accused of not having a brain before, I understand. I was the funny one at my home.
Well, apparently you had enough of a brain to be a mind flayer snack, at least in whatever they showed me.
That's encouraging. I'll take it.
There you go. Yeah. All right. I suppose any silver lining is a silver lining.
Exactly. Beautiful silver lining. Not around me, though. Yes, wonderful. Perhaps we should... is everyone awake now? Perhaps we should head on before any more bad visions.
Definitely awake
Sure.
now. Let's get
Just-
going.
After I've had some coffee, okay? Just give me like 5 minutes.
Did I get a chance to spend hit dice?
You long rested, so you'll regain half of your hit dice and will heal full.
Oh, excellent. That's right. I forgot. We long rest so few.
I know, right?
Frequently.
If you make it, the old gnome will say, if you make it into the sanctum, don't forget to, well, break me off a bit of that gemstone, so that I can take it back to my people. I'd accompany you, but my sleep as well was somewhat disturbing. I got the sense that these creatures were prodding my brain, trying to get a snack.
All right, let's. They're there.
Thank you. You're a nice fellow.
Yeah, I try. This place doesn't bring out the best characters of myself. Brings out a lot of characters.
You seem like a decent sort.
I'm gonna go check the statue. Sindri will walk out the hallway and look at the statue and just
The door will bump into the statue as you open it. What pose did you make the statue do? Is it like flexing out there? Is it doing like...
It's probably just like ready to strike. Looking relatively stoic.
Ah! Right, I knew this was there. And just like slide out around the door, around it.
Right, so first things first then, I have to get after coffee is go wake that thing up. Okay, chop chop, up you go. An animating performance.
All right, the stone, you start playing the Rocky theme and the stone comes back to life.
Which probably sounds really, really odd on a
Nickel harpa?
Which is nickel harpa.
Ping, ping, peppa ping, peppa ping, peppa ping. I don't know how it sounds. It's been about a year. All right.
I mean, it's like a string instrument. Like, it's sort of like a violin thing, except it's got keys instead of just pressing on frets.
I have a lyre version of the Doom theme, and it's so good.
That's incredible.
I'll send it to you later. All right. So, stepping out into the hallway, which way are you all headed?
I think back to the passageway in the... I'm sorry, what was it? The embalming place?
Mm-hmm. Embalming room?
The embalming place passageway.
Sounds good.
You know, that place is just a tad unsettling, comparatively. Not that it's not all sort of unsettling, but just, you know, more.
Well, let's go quick through it then.
Explore.
All right. You head back to the embalming room. Around the remains of that immense hydra, the one that you basically skeletonized by devouring it, cooking it, and so on.
Hydra
You'll
jerky.
have to... hydra jerky. Well, I mean, it's not quite jerky. You would have had to set up, like, a hydra, like, a hydra dehydrator overnight. A dehydrator.
Whoa!
You get inspiration.
I get inspiration. How do I want to do this? That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. So you make your way back down there. You're going to have to climb over the corpse because as much as you cooked it, Anthea, there's a limit to how much giant dragonoid creature that you can cook in a single meal without giving yourself the hydra runs. Which is worse because once you get them, then you get another one and another one and another one.
Oh no!
I've got some great jokes about romantic hydras as well. And I'm sorry that I look like I'm scooting back and forth. I'm on a I'm in my stepdad's office since I'm broadcasting from Kansas City, and he's got one of those plastic mats, but the chair wears grooves into it, so every time I move it slides me back into a divot. So I'm just like, so I keep trying to get closer to the mic, and then I'm like, ah! Okay, anyway. It's a fool's errand. All right. Do you head north into the chamber above? Now, the mosaic there still has that gemstone switch that you can open easily. It clicks, and instead of opening to a blank wall, now you see it opens to a 15-foot long corridor. It's absolutely dark inside of here. Nothing save for your dark vision and any light spell that you may cast, casting light in this area. In front of you, you see a round room with 3 alcoves that serve as exits, each supported by stone pillars and lintels to resemble a mine. The room's center contains a dais with a pedestal that holds an enormous, multifaceted emerald that glows with warm green light. Who is the first to enter?
So I vote we send the statue in first. Everyone say aye? Aye. Okay.
Aye.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Statue.
Okay,
Thank you.
statue goes in first.
The statue goes in first, and as it does, there is a grumble and a gasp from the air. And the closest person to this room is going to have their breath begin to come out in steaming rivulets. As suddenly, creatures begin to push out of the emerald. They begin to fill the air as you see more and more of these ghostly shapes rise into the
These
air.
look like definitely ghosts.
They look like basically, I would say ghosts made of like dark shrouded silhouettes.
Okay, so radiant should hurt them, right?
They should, yes.
Moonlight.
Ah, balls.
As you're
Or
doing that, I
moonbeam
think
or
there's,
whatever
like,
the fuck it's called.
All right.
Well, fuck, the emerald is haunted.
And I need an initiative roll. Give me moonlight first, though. So go ahead. What's the radius on moonlight? Or on moonbeam?
Moonbeam is 5-foot radius. So it does a 10-foot square.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it right in front of the doorway.
Okay. Sounds good to me. That will
warn
hurt
everybody,
the statue, though.
I can move it later, but right now it can't. They can't go through it without getting damaged, hopefully.
Okay. Or are you going to put it in the hallway?
I figured right in front of the door into the hallway, like inside the room. Because the statue went in, right? So the door's opened. We can see into this room. So I want to put it right in front of the inner door.
Okay.
So I moved it into the room. Oh, it's been moved back into the hallway, the statue. What? So if we're
So it's
wherever
stepped.
you're putting. Yeah, I'd put it right into. So I don't know. Then it got
Statue
shuffled. I don't know.
Count as a creature.
Yeah, it's a construct, so it's...
So it is a creature.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It steps into the room. All right. So you can put the moonbeam a bit back so that it doesn't necessarily, like, strike your party or the creature, if you'd like. Or you can just drop it on one of these things.
I guess might as well just drop it on one of the things. I was going to try and block them from coming in, or that they at least have to go through it before coming at us.
Fair.
But I guess I'll just drop it on one of the ones farther back.
All right, sounds good. From where you are, you can absolutely see that there are 3 of them. Which one are you aiming at?
I guess, you know what? If I just drop it there, it'll hit that one in front and then maybe hit one of the others as they come through. Because they won't necessarily recognize what it is.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and... there we go. What's my save for this? I didn't do it.
So it's only on its turn. Or when it enters.
Sounds good. All right, so initiative
That'll be
time.
con.
Let's go ahead and do it. If you haven't already rolled initiative, pop it in the chat. All right, so looking at initiative right now. Pardon me, I'm only dealing with 2 screens right now. Okay, so 23 for Wraith number 1, which is going to be beaten by Amy. So Lyric is first with a 24. Then there is Wraith 1. Then there is Ella, Wraith 2, Wraith 3, Carmilla, then Anthea, and last but not least, Sindri. All right. Moonbeam suddenly opens up, and the darkness is dispelled around... Well, the dimness around this glowing emerald is dispelled as the moon itself opens up into the room, casting the Wraith into holy light. Lyric, you are up. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this whole choke point thing that's going on. So let's go bonus action Bardic Inspiration, because that's a good idea. Let's give it to... Bardic will go to... You know what? I'll give it to Ellasandra, because I believe she's going after me relatively soon. And that means that I can have the statue do something. Statue can punch.
Okay, give it to me.
Statue punch with force. That's a 17.
17. You know what? I got a good sense that that is going to hit. In fact, that is going to hit.
Ooh, nice. I like that. And then it's going to be 10 force damage.
Okay, you are going to see the statue wind up and punch into this one's face, punching into its incorporeal mass and hurling it back with a punch.
Interesting. All right.
Because
It
your
almost did
construct counts as
something.
magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Then
Yep,
we're good to
magical
go.
and 4C. Yep. Interesting. Okay, so then I have to do an actual action. What's my actual action going to be? My action-y action. Oh, I don't know if these things are going to be vulnerable to, like, psychic-y things.
You never know.
Never know. So we're gonna use Vicious Mockery, because that sounds hilarious. To say something along the lines of, "Oi, Casper, want someone your own size?"
Okay.
And let's see.
That's a fail.
It failed the check?
It failed, yep.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out if it actually takes any psychic damage in a second. Oh, and this is at now a 2d4.
Your insults are getting better. You've been spending
Not really.
time.
Yeah, they're really bad, but the psychic part hurts worse. Okay, that is 5 psychic.
Okay,
And
it
they
is
have
going.
disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Beautiful. It's going to snarl in your direction, having been insulted by you. It can definitely understand you.
Oh, that's great. I don't know if that actually did anything but make it angry. Can someone deal with that?
All right, and as you say that, are you doing any movement or anything?
No, I figured basically what she did was poke around the corner because she's like next to the doorway. So probably just looked around, sent the statue, then yelled an insult, and then is doing the thing where pull back around, back against the wall, and be like, all right, that didn't quite go as planned. Someone else can handle that.
Perfect. All right. That is going to be its turn now. Okay, I got a 20 for my con save for Moonbeam. So I think I take half damage, right?
Yes. So
Alright.
that is 17 damage, which...
Okay, that turns into 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, it is going to let out a shriek and is going...
That is radiant.
Radiant damage, okay. It doesn't take anything special from that. So it is going to... it is going to vanish into the ground. And is going to re-emerge right in front of Sindri, who is standing at the edge of this room. Sindri, I have to ask you a very important question. Where is the medallion?
I'm holding it around my neck, probably, because I need my hands free.
Sounds good. It is going to snarl at you and attempt to make a life drain attack on you. Okay, that is going to be a 17 to hit you.
17 doesn't hit me. My armor class is 18.
Okay, it is going to reach directly toward the center mass of your chest, and for a blinding, horrible second, you see its writhing skeletal fingers reach out. You swear it's going to pierce your heart, but then there is a glow of energy that emerges out, pushing its fingers back from your flesh as it gets near that amulet. That is its turn. Alessandra, what do you do?
Okay, I think I will spend an action to move Moonbeam up to one of those other ones.
Sounds good. Moonbeam is going to shift over toward
Let's
west
go to
or
the
east.
left-hand side.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Let me just double check how long it lasts. Sorry, trying to find it.
It's okay.
Stuff. No.
All right. Sounds
think I'll
good
just
to
wait.
me. All right. Then, if you do nothing else, that is going to be its turn. It is going to fail its Constitution save as the Moonbeam overtakes it with a 14. How much damage did you do?
It does not fail its Constitution save.
14 doesn't? Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just have to meet.
Oh, okay.
It's an 8 plus proficiency plus mod.
Fair.
And Alessandra has shit stats, so...
Okay. All right. So it is going to pass.
So 12, so 6.
Okay, the Moonbeam is going to burn away at it. It is going to float forward and take an attack out on the construct. That is going to be a nat 20, my friend.
On my construct?
On your construct.
Okay.
Okay, so that is going to be... Oh, shit. That is going to be 48 points of necrotic. Oh, pardon me. That is going to be plus 3, 51 points of necrotic damage.
What is that? Okay, hold on. What's my bard level?
Your bard level is 7,
Um,
I think. It's on the screen.
yes, it is. Okay, what is 7 times?
7 times what? 35.
7 times 5. 7 times 5 plus 10 means it is 45 hit points. You have destroyed it.
All right, the statue is going to crumble into dust as it takes one for the team. Necrotic. The wraith is going to
My boy.
look down at your boy and is going to. All right, the next wraith is going to take this advantage and is going to surge forward. Now, real quick, let's just double check. I'm a wraith. I have a movement speed of, oh, actually quite a bit. It pushes through the wall, coming directly toward you, Carmilla, and is going to reach out toward you. I'm gonna spend a hurt the more to reroll that. Boop, boop, boop. All right, Carmilla, it is going to. That is going to be a 21 to hit you.
Yes, sirree.
Okay. Anybody have any reactions they want to do?
Yeah, I would like to silvery barbs.
Okay, that's a 19 instead.
That still hits.
Ah, damn.
I
Okay,
appreciate you though.
very good attempt.
Oh, who gets the advantage?
I will give that to Carmilla.
Okay, Carmilla, you're going to take 21 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make me a con save. It rises up and plunges its skeletal hand into your chest, squeezing your heart, and you'll hear it say, "Join us."
Do I get the +3?
Yes.
Yes.
19.
19. All right, you are absolutely fine. You do not lose that additional hit points.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right, and as it goes, join. It's your turn.
I have been offered the dark before by betters than you, and will take 2 attacks at it.
Okay, this is undead, so don't forget to give your big bonus.
Oh my goodness. A 14 and a 13.
Okay.
I think I will add. Do I? No, I don't have determination.
not.
Do I used it earlier.
2 hits.
Fun. So those don't hit.
No, 2 hits. Both hit.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 hits. Oh, okay. Amazing. Okay, I'll roll those, and then I will throw on some superiority dice. And I will give disadvantage on this, and then Sindri, do you want to move out of the way? Okay.
Very much so.
Go ahead. You can move when you are ready. Damage.
And I can move without drawing attacks of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, half your speed. That is a 6, 10, 19, 21, 43.
43 points of damage? Holy crap. 43. That is going to damn near tear this thing in half as your mace shines with blinding light, stripping it to it's nearly basically tearing into the very caul of its ectoplasmic shape. Parts of it begin to fray off and drip into the ground. It's still up, but it's damn near destroyed.
Okay. Ellasandra, do you have an action and do you have smites available? Or sorry, do you have a reaction and do you have smites available?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to take an attack?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to take a swing and duck under and signal for Alessandra to take an attack. So I'll take one attack with an action surge. The other attack goes to Alessandra.
Okay.
Mine is, oh, it finally rolls good. It'll be a 22.
That is absolutely a hit.
And damage is going to be 10 and 6, 16.
16 damage? And is that with the extra damage for undead?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Alessandra, go for it.
All right, Alessandra, give it to me.
These toxic yellow dice
Yes.
are loving me tonight.
Is that a nat 20?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so regular dice, and then I will roll smite dice.
Okay, give it to me.
So that is 16 points of regular damage.
Okay.
And then smiting at first level gives you 2d8 plus 1 for undead.
Yep. 3d8, please. Did you just crit?
I did.
God damn.
$28.
28 points of radiant damage. You are going to tell me how you do it, first of all.
Fucking horseshoes tonight.
Right up your butt.
Yep. I think Carmilla does her attack and then kind of gives a step back nod to Alessandra to go in, and I think she's just going to like thrust up into it. With
Your
Holy
blade
Light.
is going to pass through. How much damage was that? It was 38 or 28?
28 radiant,
Okay.
and it was how much?
So I think it was 16.
16.
It was 16. Okay. The power of your smite is going to pass through this thing, carrying forward as a wave that is going to smash into the one in the doorway, cleaving deep into it as the damage is going to roll over into the first one that attacked you. It's still there, but is grievously harmed by your radiant damage.
Nice.
Because I like splash rules. All right. Teamwork
I
makes
think
the
this die
dream
is
work.
trying to make up for all the 3s it rolled the last few times.
All right, Anthea, you are up, my friend.
Okay, well, let's see if it's flammable. I'm gonna move 5 steps over here, 5 feet over here, and throw a firebolt right into its eye socket.
Okay, go ahead, make me an attack roll.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that's absolutely a hit. Damage, please.
Nice.
Diggy, diggy, diggy.
9 and 6 is 15, plus 5 is 20 damage. Fire
How do you-
damage.
All right, that is going to ignite it. It is going to be somewhat resistant to this. The flames overtake it, and
Fair
for a
enough.
moment you think you have destroyed it, only to have it let out a... and start to surge toward Lyric as it pushes through the
No.
flames.
Get him, Squish! You're up!
Ugh.
Yeah. But
I'm
2.
For 2.
23 to hit.
Okay. How does Squish do it?
Yes!
I'm back,
Squish with the kill steal. Yeah. That's only like 5 force damage though.
He only had 4 hit points.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I guess it would have had to, because 4 is actually his minimum.
Yep.
Yeah.
that's-
Nice. It's gonna put 2 right into his eye socket.
It's going to just... and like start just freaking out. I am reminded of anybody who's seen the movie Edge of Tomorrow, and even if you haven't, you need to. But the way those things die when they writhe on the ground, just like that's how I picture wraiths dying. I love it. Okay.
Give me 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, up in the room, it is Sindri. Sindri, you have rushed into the room at the remaining wraith. What would you like to do?
All right, time to do some foxy boxing. Let's go. First attack is a 19 to hit.
19 to hit is a hit.
All right, so that's going to be 9 points with my staff.
Okay, that's just regular magical damage, right?
Yep, magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, magical bludgeoning.
The next one is 12.
That's a good question.
I don't have Bardic yet. No.
You do not, and you...
So,
I'm just
I'll just
checking.
go Flurry of Blows for my next two.
All right, Flurry of Blows.
So that's a 12 and a 23. So I'm imagining 23 is the one. Right. And that's going to be 6 more points of magical bludgeoning damage.
All right. 2 strikes are going to rend into this wraith as you smash it repeatedly. Oh, actually, do me a favor. Can you please roll all of those with advantage?
Oh, yeah. So the 2 I missed. So that's a 19 and a 15.
Okay.
So
give me 2 more damage.
So that's going to be 13 points of damage from the staff.
Okay.
And then 9 points of damage from my fists. So
beautiful.
It's another 22 points of damage.
Your attack tears into this thing.
If I was rolling the first ones with advantage,
yeah, one of them would have
been a crit. So
okay, then double. Give me another dice of damage then.
All right, so pow, that's another 4 damage.
Another 4 damage. All right, over and over, the Amulet of Doomathoin explodes out with emerald light, and you can see rivulets of the light, less rivulets actually, more lines of power being drawn into each of your strikes as the amulet resonates with the emerald in the center of the room that kind of sits atop a dais, almost like a giant Fabergé egg. It's freaking huge, and these little like shocks of light are going to dance out into your hands as you go attacking this thing over and over. And anything else on your turn?
Advantage to Lyric.
Advantage to Lyric. Lyric, you're up.
Cool. Advantage to me. Okay. How beat up does this thing look? Because I have to step forward around the corner to actually get close to it.
This thing is like bleeding ectoplasm onto the floor, dripping like a black candle.
Ah, yes. Of course. Great. In that case, what I would like to do is which one is it? That one. Mind Sliver. Mind Sliver.
Mind Sliver.
We're gonna Mind Sliver.
Okay, is that an attack or a save?
This is a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's gonna be a success. I am gonna be throwing a boop. That is a 19.
Damn.
Unless.
Do I care about this that much? Kind of. Silvery vibes.
That is a 6.
Cool. Watch me roll like 2 1s. And this is for level 5, so 2d6. That is 6, actually.
Okay.
6 psychic damage.
All right,
I'm going to subtract a d4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Beautiful. All right. A sliver of mind energy courses out from your brain as you cast this effect. And as you do, you're going to feel a sickening, writhing feeling as the tendrils on your back stiffen with delight as you use psychic powers. However, it's going to be very successful. Actually, roll me another d6. If you're using psychic powers right now, because your tentacles are going to get involved.
Oh, okay.
They're
I didn't do anything for my vicious mockery, but okay.
That's more of a bard thing.
That's fair. Yeah. That is 5. Additional 5.
Okay, this thing has frankly been bludgeoned and battered into the ground. It's still up, but just barely lyric. What do you do? Or is that the end of your turn?
I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can do, because that was a reaction, that was a thing. That was a cantrip. That was a... I don't think I have anything else I can do to hit it. I can give Sindri, do you already have Bardic Inspiration? Take a Bardic Inspiration. It's yours.
All right.
That's bonus action.
And Alessandra, we're back to you then. As this thing is basically pinned down by a combination of Lyric's psychic power and Sindri's just chainsaw monking.
Okay. I'm gonna run right up to there.
All right, rushing down the hole.
Just make it.
You can. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna give you 2 attacks.
I don't think I'm gonna need both of them, but go ahead.
Well, we'll find out. One might not hit and the other will.
Okay.
Well, one is going to be a dirty 20, and the other one's gonna be a 15.
All right, damage me.
Okay. Oh, nice. 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. How do you do it? Or do you just cleave it with holy light?
Well, there's no holy light involved in this one.
Fair. All right.
It's just 2 attacks that just swing. Can I like Zorro swing it? Like,
yeah,
just...
totally. In the name of, you do a P right into its chest for Paladin. Or an E for Alessandra.
Let's do like a fancy E, like one of those kind of, the cursive ones that do the swoopy swoops.
Oh boy, do
I just kind of swoop my sword through it.
It is going to collapse into the ground and dissolve into nothingness, leaving you in this room with a massive gemstone.
Wow.
So it
Well,
killed my statue. I'm not exactly pleased with that.
Oops.
But, you know.
One
Do you think
moment.
it's still haunted? Or was that it? Was it
one
like
moment.
the first?
Divine sense.
Oh,
There is...
As long as they aren't in the stone itself and behind full cover, I can sense them.
They are gone. Your party destroyed them.
Excellent.
So
I
there
don't
was
feel anything undead.
not
ooh.
just like a first god or anything. That was all of them.
I
Yes,
think so, as long as they're not behind like the stone walls.
which
I would
is
be able to
always a
sense them.
possibility considering they're ghosts.
Well, yes, but there's nothing in the room right now.
I mean, there could always be
So
ghosts
just-
wherever we are, hiding in the walls or the floor or the ceiling. But we can't let
Thanks.
that threat bother
Unfortunately,
us.
as long as it's behind like full cover,
No.
I can't sense it. But
Thanks for that,
if it's
Sindri.
just invisible but in
much.
the open, I can tell it's there. There's something about stone that just dampens a paladin's sense of like things.
Intriguing.
There's a lot of spells that can't go through stone either, so it's just stone.
Now, to describe this for you, the center of this room is still glowing. And at its center, next to where the moonbeam still is, this gemstone is a 10-foot diameter green gemstone. It's mostly translucent, but glows with a mystical light.
Does it feel evil?
It feels... Yes. Looking at this, can you make me a religion roll as you look at
Sure.
this, Alessandra?
Does it set my divine sense off at all? Is it celestial, fiend, or undead?
No, it does not.
Okay.
But make me a vibe check roll, and anybody else who wants to make me a vibe check roll may as well.
That's a natural
Yeah,
20
I'd
for
love
25.
to make a vibe check.
Okay.
What do I add to vibe check?
Insight or religion.
Oh, no.
Alessandra?
Vibes are fine.
I'm looking for a DC 16 on that. Who passed? Okay. All right, vibe check. This is icky. Like, looking at this, once upon a time, this was a symbol of this god. But there's something wrong with it. It is glowing with the same energy that makes you think of the mind flare. Well, the psychic intrusion that the goblins have. Ella, with that nat 20, looking at this, you are going to see that the psychic energy radiating off of this thing in waves, similar to what the goblins were imbued with, is a remnant of the Mind Flayer invasion here. Alessandra, as you're looking at this, it's radiating the psychic energy that the goblins in Phandelver were. But as you are looking at this, you are going to see that this energy appear, if you had to place it, this is an item that has been desecrated. Likely by the Mind Flayers that came here all those generations ago. What's more, with that nat 20, if you found a way to purify this, you think that this might be the reason why the dead can't rest.
Okay. So, with my divine sense up, does it feel deconsecrated?
It feels desecrated, yes.
Okay. Because divine sense also acts like the hallow spell. Apparently.
For detection?
For detection of consecration and
yeah, so this is desecrated.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you find?
I wonder if we can get this redone. It's been like deconsecrated?
Well, you have the Scholar of Doomethorn around.
True. The
If we
vibes
can-
are pretty icky, Lyric. I'd probably not be right up in its grill. Right up in its
Yeah.
face.
It would be nice if we could.
Seems fine to me, but okay, sure, I can step back.
The thing that tried to melt my brain last time, this kind of feels like that.
Ugh.
I think this might be why the dead are still rising.
Oh, right.
Should we just take a look around to make sure there's nothing else going on in here before we attempt to cleanse it?
It's probably a good idea.
Sure.
All right.
Okay,
I'm still angry about the statue.
we'll get you another statue. On my tippy toes. Patting your shoulder, probably.
Appreciate
Checking checking the rest of the room. Sindri, over on that far side, you're going to be able to see that it leads directly out over into that false door that you discovered. Back into the hallway above where you spent the night.
That's weird. I mean,
Everything's
Was
weird
this-
around.
yeah. But there's can I take a listen, see if there's anything squirmy?
Sure. Make a
Ghosty.
perception roll.
19.
No, there's nothing else. Nothing on the other side at all. It looks like just a passageway back into the main corridor.
Well, if we want, I can use this passage to get back to go get our gnome friend,
Rivivittle.
Rivivittle, if we want to try and reconsecrate this.
Sure.
He was a priest of Doomethorn, right?
He's an
I don't
adherent.
recall.
adherent. I mean, probably good to have. But is there like a wall, a sheet wall that will slide, or is it like
Nope.
there like a handle?
The entire door has pivoted, and on the inside, you basically just there is a handle on the inside. You know what? There's a handle shaped like a green gem.
Well, I'm going to use my poncho and not put my skin directly on it and open the door.
Okay, sounds good. It's going to...
And... nothing in here?
Nothing in here, just a door back into the diagonal hallway.
I'll go get our friend if I can.
Absolutely. Rivybiddle is napping peacefully, leaning up against the sarcophagus when you come inside, and he will jolt upright with, "I didn't take your sandwich. What? Oh, hi.
Oh,
How are you?"
Sorry, did you say who am I?
No, how
am I?
How are you? How is everything?
I'm good. We found the emerald.
Praise Doom and Thorin.
There's something weird with it. We were wondering if it seems like it might have been corrupted.
Well, I'll take a look. Let's go.
Yep.
And moving with the speed of a turtle, he will slowly meander his way back into the room. Strange. The vibes are off here.
Yeah. To quote Anthea, I don't know if I'd get right up in its grill.
I don't see a grill, but I do see that is it supposed to be glowing like that?
Probably supposed to be glowing. Possibly not like that, though.
It's deconsecrated.
Well, I'll take a little chip. And he'll go up and go, tink, 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 and just like break off basically a fingernail-sized chip of it. I'll bring this back to the rest of the people in my prayer circle.
Do you have any idea how we could cleanse it?
Aren't you a priest? You're a monk.
I mean,
different kind of monk, I think.
Well, that explains why he doesn't have a tonsure.
A what?
Just a shaved bit.
No, that's just my bald spot.
I didn't want to call it out.
Okay.
Rude.
Lady Alessandra, do you know how you would go about doing something like this?
That's not quite the type of holy person we are. It's kind of all in our swords, and we hit people with it.
You could try hitting it with your sword.
Well, hold on one second.
That would really work. It's kind of like damaging and destroying type radiant versus like imbuing and cleansing type radiant.
I'm gonna take the amulet of Doomathoin and try and press it to the gem.
Okay, sure. Make me a religion check.
We
Cool.
Don't want to just desecrate the
Nope.
amulet too.
No idea.
What? Sure, let's go for it.
Oh no.
Perhaps this will help.
What'd you
Bardic
get?
inspiration?
No, I rolled a 1. Like every time I need to make an important roll, it's like petrification saving throw, getting eaten saving throw, death saving throws.
So
everything.
was that an ability check? Because I did just give you Bardic inspiration, which lets you.
It's not gonna matter for that now.
No, it wouldn't do enough even if you rolled it twice.
So I got a 4, so like with the bardic inspiration, so
you hold up the amulet, and it's going to harmonize for a moment. There's going to be this beautiful sound as it begins to connect. Wisps of green light are going to begin to streak out into the amulet, forming this chain reaction. And then
Duck!
it
Lyrics
snaps.
look like gonna hit the ground.
the amulet snaps or the
The
gem?
amulet snaps in half, and falls to the ground like a piece of brittle chocolate.
Oh, is it false alarm? Is it okay?
Nope.
Well, it's not exploding though, right?
No.
The vibes
You sure?
are still off.
Lyric gets back to her feet from where she is like face planted into the ground. Okay, so forget I did that.
Ugh. Well, I'm tapped out. Do you want to go the other way and try and find that Luckstone or whatever it is?
A Luckstone? I missed
Or
that.
Black stone
The Blackstones, the
piece
Right. Oh,
that's
yes.
in here somewhere. In
Didn't
theory.
think particularly lucky, but sure.
Oh,
Are we going to try and move it at all? Like,
The
wrap it in your
green
poncho or
stone?
something?
It
Could wrap it in a...
It is 10 feet wide, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
How big is it?
10 feet in diameter.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, it's not going to work very well, is it? You could...
why would you want to take
Oh,
it?
hold on. Here's an idea.
What?
Animating performance. I make it
What-
try and make it
What are you
move.
doing? That's a holy relic of my god.
And
Too late.
Now it floats.
Dun 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 dun. Okay, you create a god gem mech. Good, good. It looks kind of like Cuphead. It's kind of how I see
Just
it.
trying to relocate it.
Perhaps it is better to leave it here and our friends' community will have someone to come consecrate it. Does that
Huh?
make sense?
Well, I guess
Oh,
this
that
place is
sounds good.
this place is kind of dead, Deadsville. I guess maybe getting it out of here.
Wasted some spells, but okay. I guess. Sort of wanted to see what would happen if I hit something with it.
Well,
For science.
can I ask you a favor then, friend Lyric?
What?
So since you animated my god's sacred object, can I ride on it? It's
I don't think
But
you
the
should touch
vibes.
it.
but
That's why we weren't trying to touch it earlier.
oh, I suppose I just thought it would be kind of cool.
It would be. I do understand. But I'm sure there will be other chances to ride.
Other chances to ride animated versions of my
Really?
god. You live an
Um,
interesting life if that's the case.
Honestly, given the last few months, it's possible. Though, yeah. In this instance, I don't think it should be touched until we've reconsecrated it or purified it.
Oh, fair, I suppose. But still, it'd be pretty badass.
I mean, you only live once, right? So if you really want to try it, I won't stop you, but you probably shouldn't.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of not long for this world to begin with, but,
So
I'll
you don't
take
really
your
want to try and get
advice.
fixed?
What?
I'll interlock my fingers and give him a boost.
Sorry, I had to find a giant gemstone to put in this. Boop. Boop. That's a little too big.
Ooh.
There we go,
If we really don't think we should take it, I can just leave it here. We don't have to.
You know what? Maybe leave it here and I'll just study it. I can write it later.
Okay. Sure.
I do like how it's hovering now. It's pretty cool.
Sometimes
Maybe ride it now, though, and then Lyric doesn't have to do this again.
Oh, that's a
I
good
don't
point.
know what it will do to them.
Can
Okay,
someone...
maybe don't ride it.
You know what?
then.
Oh,
Never
you know,
mind.
I can't
Just
climb
kidding.
up.
Just,
I just thought it'd be efficient.
you know what? Fuck
Okay.
it. Do whatever you want.
Well, Okay. I'll just hang out in here with it, and if I climb it, I climb it, you know? It's a little high for me.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, you know? YOLO.
Okay. You have fun. You have fun, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can climb up on the pedestal, and maybe... And you're gonna leave him back there to play around with his gem? Or are you gonna bring the
If you
gem with
find
you?
any other way to phrase that, yeah, we will do that.
It's truly outrageous. Gem! My God.
Gem
All right.
and nomograms.
Let's
you
go
know how I
check the
give
sword.
inspiration when people make good puns? Do the opposite. Okay.
Give inspiration when you make bad ones? Okay, sure.
Never. All right. Heading through the other passageway, the one that heads to the east, you find yourself in a diagonal corridor that leads both to the north and the south. No, not the gnome. Move you back there. Get your ass to Mars. There we go. Not that Mars. There you will see there are a set of double doors to the north and to the south, and a singular door that leads kind of to the northeast in the center of the room. Which way do you go?
So,
Shall we?
there's probably going to be dead things here either way, so flip a coin.
Let us check this close one first and then go to the next one.
Sounds good.
Sure.
I will open the door.
Which one, the
Executive
singular?
Decisive decisions.
The singular door.
Opening the singular door, you will see that architectural designs are carved into the walls of this room, showing the chambers and passages of the crypt. A statue of a glowering dwarf stands protectively over a sarcophagus with a cracked lid.
So,
I will
What's
look
in
into
room
the
A?
sarcophagus.
Okay. Taking a step forward, you move up toward the sarcophagi. And
Camilla,
As
you're gonna
you-
just wander in there without saying anything? Just, what did you see?
There is a sarcophagus. It's the same thing in every room there's been down here.
Excellent. Sure. Perhaps you should have a tiny bit of backup. Lyric's gonna follow in.
okay, as you head inside and you approach, the cracked sarcophagus grinds off as a hand pushes through it.
Honestly,
Nope. I'm just pushing
No.
Lyric back out the door and closing it.
Well, unfortunately, you walked up to it, so it's right there. As
It
The
can take an
statue-
attack of opportunity as I run.
okay, all right. So you are going to start to run away as a
don't
dwarf
push me.
corpse
Anthea's right there. Oh fuck.
wrapped in architectural plans like a mummy rises, and the statue behind it lurches to life. And I think that's where we're going to pick up next time, as you are running.
Nar.
Running away. Perfect. All right. You did it. You almost got through the dungeon, folks. And you still haven't found any dragons.
So close.
What?
It's true.
I know. Very few dragons. Very few dragons.
Yeah, we've been in so
There's
many
usually not
dungeons, but
both-
we had like one dragon.
And
it wasn't even in a
dungeon.
Wasn't even in a
It
dungeon.
wasn't.
It wasn't even delicious.
Oh, but it's
Gosh.
not Dungeons in Dragons. It's Dungeons or
It could be.
Dragons in Dungeons. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Why?
I guess it's a really big dragon. There could be dungeons in it.
There could be a dungeon and a
That's
dragon.
true. You'd never even know.
A
Never
giant,
know. How would you know?
that big a dragon
How
that
is-
can have an entire
how
dungeon
are they
inside
gonna
of
know?
it. Inside its like skeleton. That'd
Who
be
would
really
know?
cool.
Who would know? Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Phandelver and Below, Le Shattered Obelisk. It has been a fantastic treat being with you here. Quick reminder, if you want to support the channel, give us a sub, give us a follow if you are watching on Twitch, or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And hey, join the Patreon. We are only a scant 18 patrons of any tier level from having our Regency era game go into production. And I think that would be a lot of fun. We'd get art for it. We'd do like cool, like Victorian or not, well, Edwardian outfits. It would be fantastic. And you'd get to hang out with some really cool people. Let me tell you about these cool people on our Patreon. You can hang out with the likes of my parents, who are the reason that I look so bloated right now, because they've been taking me out to every chain restaurant in the Midwest. It's ridiculous, folks. I had vampire tacos tonight. That was pretty good. They're like tacos that are like coated with fried cheese and garlic.
Okay, I was very curious what you meant by vampire.
That's what they're called. They're called vampire tacos. That's what they're. I didn't make it up. That's what's on the menu.
Yeah, no, but I was very curious. Like, do they bite you back? Are they like?
I have been. I have been having garlic burps this entire game because of them. You guys.
Oh, so they're anti-vampire.
Yeah. Tacos. Yeah. They should be called Helsing tacos. You can join the likes of our demonic producers, Precarious, Mysterium MK, and Sorcerer Sanguine. You can join the Wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Karasha Urquhart. Our Monster Maker, Soul Omen, who has just pitched like 3 months of monsters all at once to me. Be afraid. Or our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Mike Baxter, Iridian, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Middle Gent, and Kelowna Curd. They're all amazing folks, and so are you for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you this time next week for more Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Good night, everybody.